And we are back with some Not Actually Heroes Cataclysm, our D&D campaign we run on Saturdays. Sister campaign to Not Actually Heroes, The Forgotten, that we run on alternate weeks on Sunday. I am Dr. Diz_DM, your dungeon master for the evening. And to my immediate left here, we've got Clan Diesel. He is assistant to the DM. No, he's the co-DM. He helps me a lot.
He
really
third assistant to the DM on the second unit.
We were working on some critical story elements last night about 2 a.m. He does help me a lot. All right, next to him we've got Josh, who is playing his new character Alaric this week, and next to him we've got Buck. Buck's playing also a different character than he usually plays. And down on the bottom row we got Big Sly TV down there with the blue room tonight. If he gets angry, he's green. Now he's in the forest.
That's a good color. Green's a good color.
That's good. That's a good color for the druid. Next to him we got Malnox, and he plays a very mysterious character. So we don't know a lot about him, but he's been doing some weird stuff in alleys with people. So sure there's gonna be more of that. And next to him we got Reekin Streams coming in with the bard. So I hope to hear some singing tonight or something, some dancing.
No promises.
What instrument does Atreus play?
What does he play?
That's a good question. Let's consult the sheet. The bagpipe, actually.
Oh, and you're buying a bagpipe, right? You're learning how to play this IRL.
Yeah. That's for the season finale.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm waiting with bated breath.
All right, so we haven't played this campaign in a little while. It's been about a month. So just to get everybody caught back up, last time the party took on a quest to find some missing children. They found that one of the children had stolen a book that was used a long time ago by a guy who had summoned a devil and was trying to cast rituals out of it. The other child had kidnapped the other children and led them down to a temple that was hidden under the city of Daggerford. The party showed up just enough time to see the children being pulled into a portal, and out came a chain devil from the portal. They made very quick work of that, which was sad for me as the DM. But that's how it goes sometimes. And after that, a mysterious character that they've been looking for a while by the name of Raz showed up at the door and said that, he'd like to meet them back at the inn when they were done. So at this point, you guys are still in the temple below the city. We'll put the map up there. Currently, and pretty much there's no other enemies in the room that you can see. There was a little imp or mephit that had turned invisible and snuck past you guys. So I think you guys had used some magic to try to detect it and didn't detect it. So at this point, you probably assume that it's long gone. Russ has joined us. Hopefully he's got some energy. Not too wore out.
Dirty chai just a very little while ago.
All right. So that's where we're at with the party at the moment, and I'll turn it over to you guys to see where you guys want to go.
Suppose we should head back up top and let them know the threat is past and see if we can get any more answers about how this child got a hold of this book. Make sure nothing else is afoot.
I mean, Gandalf right now. I have no memory of this place. Apparently, I missed the session. So,
I mean, I think we're all kind of in agreement, though, that the girl wasn't working alone. She couldn't have opened the case to get the book out without some type of help. So we may want to approach asking everybody the best way to figure out how to open that box or the case that had the book in it. That way we can figure out who else may be involved.
I still don't trust that Jalen. I feel like he's involved more so than he's letting on.
Oh, he may be, but if he's not one that has access, then somebody higher than him helped her get in that box.
I think that little imp fairy thing probably was the large persuading factor.
But according to
And the help.
what Exire read, she didn't get that book or didn't summon the imp until after she got the book. So somebody got her in there.
I thought the book was to summon the chain demon, not the imp.
No, it covers both. She summoned the imp, and then the imp instructed her how to do the ritual to summon the
Is that
chain
right, Diz?
devil to protect her.
Did the
Say
book
that
talk
again.
about
Slow.
summoning the? Is that right? Did the book talk about summoning the imp, or was it just the chain devil that we had seen?
On the page that I read, I
From
believe
what
it was
you-
just. I think it was just the materials needed to complete the ritual that she was doing in the cathedral, right?
For the chain devil, yes.
Yeah. So
The
so
imp wasn't.
was that ritual?
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just going by what we discussed last episode.
From what you would have found in the book, from what Exire had read, that's what you would have found from that.
And then the book was. Had the book gone, or was the book sitting up there after she finished summoning this devil?
I can't remember if you guys had searched the room yet or not.
I'll search the room for the book
Okay, all right.
before we head back up.
So just roll an investigation.
Does this pertain to Fae, Fiend, or Undead? I'm gonna ask that every time.
It does actually, yes.
All right. That's good because that was a well, not that good because they're both sevens. So that's a 13.
13. So it's not whether you can find it or not. In this case, it's how much time it takes you to find it. So it takes you a good 20 minutes looking around, but you find the book. Apparently, it was thrown back behind the chairs up on the dais there, as all the commotion was going about. So.
If I kind of thumb through it, is there, I just kind of want to look through it and see if there's, I'm not so worried about sitting down and studying it right now as much as just seeing what I can glean about this specific ritual. Does it talk about the imp? Does it talk about anything else that would have to happen before, or anything else that's a next step afterwards that she might have been trying to set up after this?
So this is a big, thick book, okay? Imagine, the old Bibles that you would see sitting on people's coffee tables. That, just large size book.
Can I estimate about where it was, because there was the illusion of the book upstairs that I saw?
Just roll an investigation check again as you're flipping through. Just see how lucky you are.
That is a 23.
23. Okay.
22.
22. All right. So it takes you about, 5 minutes as you're just kind of flipping through. Eventually you find a page that tells you about summoning this chain devil and the requirements. As you're kind of reading through it, you kind of get the ideal that maybe the girl didn't fully understand it, because it says that there needs to be 5 sacrificed, and she only had 4 other children there. So the thoughts kind of run through your head whether she knew that or not, and whether she was sacrificing herself or whether she was tricked.
Okay.
As you're flipping through, you do see rituals to summon lesser devils, lesser demons. But you're unsure if she used that to summon this or whether it was, already here or what. So.
All right. I'll go back to Jordan. I guess I'm doing this just in front of everyone else, so I'll just put the book into my bag to take it back up to the cathedral.
Okay.
Shall we head up?
As he's handling the book, and this may be a stupid question, but since I wasn't here last time, I'm going to ask it. Do I sense evil in the book?
Are you casting something to sense it, or like detect good or evil, or using there's a paladin ability?
Yeah, I think I can do
divine sense.
Yeah.
You're using that. Okay. As you kind of reach out, I mean, you feel like the vague essence of like evil on the book itself.
Okay. So as he's handling the book, I would kind of walk over and kind of lay my hand on the book just as part of sensing it, and go, this is an evil artifact. You should be careful with this.
I think it needs to go back up under lock and key, or preferably much more secure lock and key than it was last time. If a school child could access it, it needs to be somewhere safer than here.
It should be destroyed.
We'll leave that up to the headmaster to decide.
Alaric will just furrow his brow, walk away.
Okay. So I'll take it that you guys are heading out of the temple here and making your way back to the surface. I do believe you guys came in through the back of the old cathedral in the school area there. So that would be the path that you would know in. Is that the path you're taking back out? Because it kind of leads you out into like the sewer area of the city. So there are just multiple paths out of here. So
is it worth our time to make sure nothing else is going on around here before we head back up, or should we expedite the process and head back to the surface?
I mean, I feel fine. I wouldn't mind checking things out. Also, maybe we shouldn't leave it to the headmaster on whether the book is destroyed or not. If Alaric can do it, they've already proven that they fall short of getting rid of artifacts like this. We can always say it was lost in the battle.
Well, I have no problem with that, but deception didn't strike me as your forte, Sotoris.
You use whatever means necessary when it comes to protecting the balance of things.
Learning more and more about you every day. I'll take out the book and hand it to Alaric. If you can destroy it, have at it.
strong enough yet to destroy an artifact like this.
Well, then I say we hold on to it and maybe tell the headmaster it was lost and keep it safe and secure then until you are or we meet someone that is. If you don't feel comfortable with it falling back into his hands, then listen, I have no problem lying.
It's not his hands that I don't feel comfortable with it. It's their ego to just parade it around on top of the cathedral for everyone to see, for everyone to be tempted.
Very well.
Is this okay with everyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll tuck the book back away then. So is anyone opposed to a quick jaunt around the sewers then?
Jaunty, yes, very jaunty. Anon?
Hey, Huck. I thought you'd been turned off for the last couple of days.
I was merely rebooting. Oh, that's not what humans do. Never mind. I'm human, by the way.
Yes.
What else would you be?
People get that wrong.
I can't see
Because
why.
when he says he's human, Alaric just kind of looks perplexed and just kind of points at him and then just doesn't say anything.
Just look at a lark and go, shh.
So Taurus, not understanding social norms, would look at a lark and go, no. He doesn't like it when you talk about him being a robot. He thinks he's human.
I'll kick Siltorus.
Ow.
Ow.
All right, so as you guys head back out into the sewers there, I just need to know who's leading you, and that person needs to make some survival check to see you. Because I imagine you're not going back the way you came, then you're trying to go out a different path. Or are you trying to go back through the chapel? The
I think we're going to
rather.
check the sewers out a little bit, and
Yeah, take a little walk about.
I'll lead if everybody wants. I got a pretty high survival and perception.
Yeah, I mean, my survival's decent, but it's better if it's about faith eater undead. Go ahead, Siltorus. Lead the
What do you
way.
need me to roll this?
Yeah, if you're leading.
Just a
roll
survival?
Survival, yeah.
Well, that's a 7 plus 5, so 12.
12.
Survival's
Okay.
pretty good. My dice rolls aren't.
Okay. So
Can I assist him?
no, not at this point. So he's leading you, and he gets. Well, we'll say that he gets in a good direction, but he kind of gets there in a roundabout way, since he rolls a little bit better than the midway mark there. So you head around. You feel like you walked in like 3 circles, and then finally you feel like you've ended up in a place that looks a little bit different. You get to a place where you do see like a ladder going up and like a manhole cover above.
Looks like this might be our exit, boys.
Does anyone quiet and lithe want to take a run up the ladder and see what's topside?
Aren't you the light, quiet one?
Well,
Alaric just points at the gigantic tower shield strapped to his back and goes, "Not,
Wanna-
not
I'll,
me."
want to give
I'll-
everyone else a chance?
I'll take a peek.
All right.
So as you climb up top, are you trying to be stealthy as you kind of look
Yep.
out?
Yep.
Okay, so
Slowly
roll
climb
me,
up and
don't. I wouldn't say you're stealthy going up the ladder. Well, yeah, let's roll a stealth check just going up the ladder. It's not a hard DC because you are kind of concealed. Just go ahead and roll that first. Okay. Then as you kind of climb up the ladder, you're not making a lot of noise, just barely small clinging as your boots kind of touch the metal. As you get up to the top, I need you to make a sleight of hand check as you're kind of raising the manhole cover. Okay, so not too bad. You push it, it makes a little bit of noise as it scrapes the stone, and then you kind of peek out, and I need you to roll a perception check.
Okay. Oof. See nothing.
A 9. So as you go to look up, somebody kind of steps on the manhole and it pushes you back down.
There's somebody up here. There's at least one person.
You guys hear this as the manhole goes and it
Look
echoes.
again.
Look. Okay, I'll try again.
Another sleight of hand as you're pushing it up slowly, unless you're just shoving it off. Okay, so you push it up slowly and then roll another perception check.
Jeez.
16.
Better?
As you kind of peek out, you do see some feet standing there, but then as you kind of duck back down just a little bit, you see a bunch of feet standing off to the right, and you see sunlight coming down, and you feel like you're just on a normal street in Daggerford, and somebody stepped on the manhole cover as you were lifting it.
I think we're okay. I think we might be able to get up here and blend in with the masses.
Is there any other tunnels, any other passages that we see around the sewer? Did we
there's-
kind of go there?
There's lots. I mean, this is beneath the whole city, so
Can we get back to the cathedral at this point? Do we know our way back? Are we
it,
hopelessly
it
lost in
would
the
be
sewers?
challenging. Yes, it
I'm
would be
really
very
good at
challenging.
finding my way.
Right. I say we go back and come out in the cathedral. This is just the street. I'm not sure how inconspicuous our tower shield strapped friend here is going to be emerging from the sewers. Might be best just to come out the way we came in.
We did tell them to lock down the cathedral, and nobody came in or out until we got back.
Yes, we did. I wonder if they're hungry.
I'm hungry.
I know you're hungry.
I could eat.
We'll eat when we get to the tavern.
Oh.
Alaric's making me hungry right now. Not Alaric, Atreus. I'm looking at Atreus. Atreus is making me hungry right now. Eating his pizza.
It's because you a snack, Josh.
No.
All right, so you guys are going to try to make your way back to the cathedral then.
Cheesy bread.
So
Yeah.
who's leading the way?
Siltor said he's very good at finding his way, so I'm
Siltorus?
gonna let him find his way.
Okay.
I don't know these people well enough yet to know that he's full of crap. so-
I'm very good at finding my way. 23.
Oh, okay.
23.
I rolled
Okay.
I rolled an 18 that time, guys. I have a +5 survival. I'm not bad.
Okay.
So
And I'm not even proficient in survival. I just am really good at it.
so Taurus follows a more direct path back to exactly where you guys were before, and from
Why didn't
there
we come this way last time, Siltorus?
You said you wanted to see the other tunnels. I was just we got to see more of the tunnels.
All right.
Yeah.
once you get back to there, it's pretty easy. You kind of know the way from there back to the cathedral, so it just takes you the time to walk there. So you've probably been underground for about an hour or more walking. If there's anybody claustrophobic, they're probably freaking out at this point. So you get back to the cathedral, go up into the cathedral, and as you guys told them, there's nobody in the cathedral except for you.
Wait.
Did everybody leave that was in there?
Yeah, the headmaster and then the
janitor?
Professor Lurleen and Jalen. Are they all gone?
Yep, they're not in there. And
Jalen shouldn't be in there.
We said nobody. Oh no, Jalen went back to the
That's
headmaster, right? But Lurleen isn't there.
I'm sorry, did you tell them not to leave? Is that what you
Yeah.
told them?
We
said no one in, no one out.
in or out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're still there then. Okay.
Okay.
My bad. I thought you told them just to lock it
I
down.
will
So
kill him. Oh.
We will find them.
So as you emerge, they look as you come out of the back room one at a time, and the professors approach you. The headmaster says, "Where are the children?"
Dead. And I just walk past him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have said it like that. Yeah. They're gone.
Galen wants to approach the headmaster.
Okay.
Okay. So, it's like this. We went down there to try to find these children, right? Well, the girl that y'all claimed shouldn't have been that far off or had those kind of powers or any of that kind of stuff, she decided she was going to summon a demon. But she did it without knowing what the hell she was really doing. So she sacrificed the 4 children and herself to summon this demon. And we had to kill the demon.
It was a chain devil. I just wanna it was a chain devil.
Chain devil.
I'm gonna go back to sitting on my pew now.
How would she even know how to do this?
Well, apparently, from what y'all were saying, you said that the book on the page that with it opened in the case said it was a summoning ritual, right? So maybe that's how she did it.
It's true.
But how did she get the book?
You tell us.
She.
Yeah, at this point, Alaric would step forward and say, how can you have evil artifacts like this in your school?
If y'all claim that only a select few of you know how to open this case, then how was she strong enough to circumvent your protocol and open this case?
I do not know. Someone had to have helped her, instructed her. Was she was alone?
Well, she had the 4 kids, but that was it.
There was like a imp demon thing with her.
An imp.
Yeah. Like a fairy imp thing. I don't know. It was like
a demonic cherub.
Yeah. Yeah.
You destroyed it as well.
No. It got
it ran.
What do you know about imps, Headmaster Faldor?
They're treacherous little creatures. Manipulate those around them to get what they want. You think they'll help you, but they only serve one master.
You speaking from personal experience here? Have you had dealings with imps, with fiends, Faldor?
I have had my dealings with fiends in years past, but not for an age. I teach now, far away from the battlefield.
So you
Did it
go ahead.
Did it have a name, or did it declare a master?
We didn't get to exchange pleasantries.
It had a name. Its name was Tegan.
Oh, maybe we did. I don't remember that.
What did you say?
Its name was Tegan. That ring a bell?
Tegan was the name of the court mage. He's the one from the stories. And he was summoning a chain devil.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about like what we dealt with.
Yeah,
He
they
seems
did.
step back and just kind of put his hand on his face and look down. This is Tegan was under the control of a chain devil. The chain devil was trying to get him to sacrifice all of the guild leaders to summon something far worse than a chain devil.
This,
Seems history is doomed to repeat itself.
What
Yeah,
happened to Tegan last time?
It's not known. I would figure that he was destroyed when the champions stopped the ritual.
Perhaps merely banished back to his plane.
Possibly. He was said to be mortal, but maybe when he finally died, he was sent to the Nine Hells, where he belonged.
You yourself said imps are treacherous, deceitful. Maybe Tegan never was mortal.
He looks around. In the book,
Nice, Clandis.
on.
When the chain devil was summoned, chains shot out from the portal that Rosina had summoned, impaling the 4 children and herself. The chain drove through the book. She rose it to try to stop it, and it was pulled in with her, as well as the others.
you see him kind of just stumble backwards a little bit. He sits down on a old part of a pew that's still barely standing. This is horrible.
Apparently that little girl was more stronger than y'all gave her credit for. Because I tried to banish her and couldn't do it. To stop the ritual.
Yes, she must have been gaining new power for a while.
So what now, Headmaster?
I do not know. You see him, he just kind of slumps over. He looks just like a broken man there. Just puts his hand in his, or face in his hand, and just kind of lays over.
Do you not have guards and magical means to keep an eye on your grounds after dark? I mean, how could all of this be happening below your school? 4 children disappear, your artifact stolen by another. no one knew where they went, how they were taken. Find the lack of security and protocol around here disturbing, to say the least.
It's true.
He looks
You
up
said-
and says, obviously mistakes have been made. And now I have to live with those consequences. I will tell the parents myself. At least you were able to defeat the Chain Devil.
Yes. He was slain.
Preventing this from being much worse.
Now, Headmaster, forgive my insensitivity here, but you seem to be more distraught over the news of the book lost than the lives of the children.
I am just worried that the book can cause more harm than it already has.
Is it a
Yeah.
book that you're familiar with?
Say that again, Mal. I'm sorry.
Is
Missed
it a book
part.
that you're familiar with? Have you spent time with it? Have you researched what is in its pages?
I have looked at it, but I have not studied it in detail. But what I saw in the stories for what Tegan was trying to summon over 1,000 years ago is much worse. Pulling forth an old god that would destroy this entire world.
And you just put that book out on an altar for everyone to see.
While still Taurus is talking to the headmaster, I'm just gonna kind of walk up next to Alaric and kind of facing away from the headmaster, just really quietly whisper to Alaric, do you get any pings, senses, whatever you call them? Do you get anything off from the headmaster? Do you sense anything?
If I were to activate the ability I have, it would be obvious what I was doing, and I don't. I'm not saying this very quietly, and then I would raise my voice a little bit and say, but I have my suspicions about everything here, and then I would go ahead and concentrate and see if I can detect any evil around me.
And while they're doing that, I put one of my massive hands on the shoulder of the headmaster and kind of squeeze in nice and tight on his shoulder.
He was starting to stand up as you kind of push him back
Straight
down.
back down into the chair. And I
And
go, you see, history only repeats itself when our ignorance allows it.
So I do use the divine sense, Mike, and see if I feel any other evil within 60 feet of me.
So you kind of reach out, and as you're grasping your holy symbol, you sense it spread out to the walls of the cathedral. I think it's only 30 feet though, right? So
60.
60.
Anything
So yeah,
anything
pretty good
within
size.
60 feet of me, yeah.
So almost the full area of this end of the cathedral, and you pick up nothing from the other individuals in the room.
Okay, no other which I don't think it really. Well, I mean, it says detect good or evil. So,
Divine sense or good and evil?
well, it says it's divine sense. It says as
Or
an
divine
action,
sense?
you can detect good and evil. But it's kind of vague. I don't. So I don't. I mean, that's up to you. You know.
From what
I was
I
gonna say-
remember, yeah,
Meridius is a celestial, fiend, undead, stuff like that, on whether they're good or bad. But it
Yeah.
doesn't tell you if their personality is good or bad.
that's a spell. That's a separate
Right.
spell, but
Yeah.
Div-
So I don't have detect good and evil as a spell. So that might not tell me anything then.
so divine sense, the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces until the end of the turn. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. So the first part of that sentence, or first part of the thing, is almost like telling you, it's almost like flavor text for what the next line is, that it detects celestial, fiend, and undead, because those are great evil and great good. Those are the extremes. So yeah, you don't detect any of those things in the room.
But while Siltoris is holding the headmaster, Galen looks at him and goes, "What does Gideon mean to you?"
Gideon was, in the stories, the chain devil that was summoned. That was,
Where does he stand on the hierarchy?
he's a chain devil. He's not as low as an imp, but a chain devil can cause great destruction using deception. But that's something that you can deal with.
I'm just trying to figure out how far down Gideon is from the main man that they were trying to summon. Because Gideon is the chain devil we killed.
Would I know, based on my background and study of faithing and undead, would I know if Gideon is dead since he was killed here?
Are you trained in religion or
I'm proficient in religion.
religion? Just roll a religion check.
I too am proficient in religion.
Well, I
But
mean,
I
if you
But I
if you
have
have the same
advantage because
questions,
it relates to faith, fiends, and undead.
it does, yes.
2 17s, so 23.
23. So yeah, you would know that if a devil is killed on the material plane, that it is banished back to where it came from, and most likely that would be one of the layers of the 9 hells.
Okay, so I would just turn to Galen and to everyone else and say, we might have defeated Gideon for now, but when you kill a devil in the material plane, all it does is delay it for a little bit. He's sent back to the 9 hells, yes, and it will take time, but he will come back. This is not over.
Oh, I just wanted to know where he stood below the man in the story, or the demon in the story that the headmaster is referring to. Like, is he going to go back and tell that guy, hey, these group of individuals kicked my butt in the material plane, and now he's seeking retribution? I just wanted to know the guy that we were potentially going to have to fight later.
This is not my expertise.
But you've read the book?
I've read, this story is not in the book. I have not read that ritual but from the story, they were trying to summon an evil deity. That would be far above a chain devil.
What
The book
deity?
doesn't mention the deity.
Myself, I would have to go look that up because I can't remember it right off the top of my head.
DM says you don't get that information right now.
I might have quick access to it here, but it was a long time ago when we did this. So
while Galen is talking to the headmaster about that, and Siltoris is holding the headmaster down, I'll just turn to Siltoris and say, maybe you can go ask Quarian again. Maybe he saw your...
You think Quarian knows about devils? He's not very smart.
Well, he seemed to know about the children disappearing into the cathedral. I don't think you're giving Quarian enough credit, Siltoris.
Well, he's a bird. He sees things that are in front. I don't think he knows about that.
Perhaps he saw a devil. Did you ask him if he saw a devil?
I didn't.
I mean,
Alright.
he could have seen the imp that was flying.
He could have seen the imp. Did you ask him if he saw the imp?
We didn't know about an imp.
We didn't know about an imp.
But
I think we need to talk to Quarian.
But he told me that there was always just two children, remember?
Well, maybe the imp could make itself look like a child.
Or maybe the imp was invisible.
Or
And
maybe...
And the girl was taking the other children when they got kidnapped. That makes sense.
Maybe the girl wasn't working alone, like we've said before. Was there?
No, she was working with an imp. I thought you were smarter than this.
I'm really not. I'm very confused about all of this. I think at this point in time, we have gotten all the information we're going to out of the good headmaster here. I think we need to go and let the Duke know what's transpired, as he is the one, need I remind you, that not only hired us, but is also compensating us.
Oh.
For
Or at least
the
Zazu.
information. Or at least Zazu, yes. So either Duke Vorhelm or Zazu, his assistant, I think we should pay them a visit before we head back and have that drink. Headmaster, is there anything else from the book, from the story, anything at all about Tegan, about Gideon, that might give us some idea of what their hopes were?
So I did find the name of the deity they were trying to summon. He would have told you earlier that it is, and I may not be pronouncing this right because they put a couple of consonants in a row here. So it's Tzinch. It's Tzeentch. He would have told you that it was one of the gods of chaos, and for something like that to be brought back to the material plane would have ripped it apart.
It's a good thing we were here.
And you asked him if there was anything else.
Anything
What
that
was
he
the rest?
remembered about the story, anything else he could tell us about what they might have been trying to accomplish? Was there anyone else from, you know, the story that he told us about Tegan and Gideon? Was there anyone else that was a major player in trying to summon Zench that we need to be weary of?
Nothing that I know of. But I'm not a historian, so I only know the story. I don't know the details, where the book came from.
Right.
Or what happened to Tegan. I have to assume that this whole thing was just to accomplish what the devil was trying to accomplish the first time.
Of course.
As you're standing there, the female professor walks up to you, Lower Lane, and says, This is tragic news. If you come with me, I will release the locks on the doors."
Before we go, I just want to turn to Father one more time and say, one last thing. Does the name Buckley ring any bells?
Who did you ask that to? Sorry.
To the headmaster.
Buckley. No.
Right. I'm sorry we couldn't have gotten down there sooner.
What's going to become of Jalen?
Everybody, at that point, everybody kind of turns. Jalen's standing back behind everybody, and everybody turns and kind of looks at Jalen. He feels like the spotlight just shine right on him. He kind of takes a step backwards.
Yeah, did you have a key to this case, Jalen?
The headmaster chimes in and says, it was magically locked. He doesn't possess the ability.
Well, that's rude. He's standing right there. It's a sensitive subject for him.
He stands and says, I guess you've released the headmaster from your clutch there, Siltorus, right? You still got him.
I think Siltorus turned and looked at Jalen, but still like awkwardly has his hand over there.
So the headmaster has to get up and he's still being held down. As he...
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I guess you can. Yeah.
He stands up again and looks around. Says, Jalen will have to be released from employment here. But I don't know that anyone could blame him for what happened.
I think you could. He did give her all the information to help. He may not possess powers, but he knew she did. And he gave her information on the dark arts. Speaking of, why is there so much information on dark arts at this school?
Yeah, Jalen said he got a lot of this information from your library, not from this book under lock and key. Strange.
It's not a secret. You would find this at any academy that you would go to.
Well, this is the only academy I've been to, so
It's true.
I suppose I have no basis for comparison.
But where I come from, when we find evil or dark magic, we destroy whatever the source is. That way it can't tempt people and take the lives of innocent children.
Alaric, you're a man of the cloth. Have you ever been to a school for magic or heard of these dark tomes being stored around children in such a lackadaisical manner?
As I say this, I would stare into the headmaster's soul. I would actually probably walk over and like lay my hands like on the arms of the chair he's sitting in.
I
Mhm.
love
And I would
Alaric.
say, not by anyone who's responsible. And then I'm fairly tall. I mean, I'm being a full elf. I'm very thin, but I'm fairly tall, and I would pull myself up to my full height, and I would just shake my head with as much disdain as I could muster, and then just turn my back and walk away from him. Yes, Alaric is a bitch.
I love Alaric.
So Taurus takes a step after Alaric, turns, looks back at the headmaster and throws one of the like sideways snaps out, and then turns and walks with Alaric.
All right, so you guys are walking towards the door now, or are you
Oh yeah, Alaric is
doing
done
anything
with
else?
No,
Okay.
yeah, no, done.
Okay. Laureline walks with you to the door and kind of waves her hand in front of it and says something, and the doors click, and she opens them up.
As the door opens, I would turn and point at both of them and say, "Get your house in order."
As you look at her, I mean, there's tears coming down her face. She's barely holding back.
And then as I noticed that, I would point back to him and say, "Or my order will come in and get your house straight for you." And then I would turn and walk out the door.
As I look at her and the tears are going down, I pull like a seed out of my pocket. I make it blossom into a little flower and go, "It's not your fault. You work for idiots."
As you hand it to her, she like almost completely breaks down sobbing, and she kind of turns away.
Yes, the lawful good character made somebody cry this early in the campaign.
If she's broken down crying, I'll try to talk to Lurleen, but if she's inconsolable, I'll talk to the headmaster, and just quickly say, it could bring the family some sort of solace to know that the children seem to be in some trance state when they died. I'm not sure they even knew what was going on.
Well, I will tell them.
Do they seem like they're hanging back in the cathedral? Where are they walking to?
Laureline's at the door, which, I mean, it's a pretty long cathedral, right? So she's at the door at the kind of the south end, kind of bawling, and he's setting up towards the middle part, just still kind of sitting in that pew. Jalen's just kind of standing in between them, just kind of frozen in place.
I will turn to Siltoris and Atreus and quietly say, do you think you could keep the headmaster busy for 10 minutes? That's all I need.
What you doing?
Just want a chance to take a peek inside his office. Something still doesn't sit right with me about him.
I think I can get you over there faster. I'm also not really good at distracting.
Right. Huck.
Yeah. Yes.
You're good with books.
Oh, books. Oh, that reminds me. I need to. And I'm looking around.
for the headmaster. Headmaster! Headmaster!
Yeah, he's sitting like 10 feet from you.
I take out my book and like a evangelist, I approach him book first, waving it like this. We have discussions. Come, man. I slap the book. We must compare notes.
He stands up slowly.
You and I of the magical arts.
Oh, okay.
I need a book. Yes. Let's
Smack
go.
in the book.
Like,
All right.
right
He
under
kind
the
of follows you cautiously.
Yes.
Where are you leading him to?
Is there a book nearby? Just anything.
There's not much in this place. There's like there is the book that was the fake ritual book up
I open up mine and I plop it down and okay, let's see here, because I have this is how we do it. Magical people. Here's my book.
Oh,
Looky there. And I slide it over to him and I open the fake. And I'm gonna start reading it.
turn to Siltoris and say, I kind of hoped Huck was going to come with us to look at the books in the headmaster's office, but I mean, this is a good distraction too.
Yeah.
Not sure you would have wanted me in there real time.
Let's get around the corner.
All right, so you guys walk on out and make your way over to the office of the headmaster there.
I look around and when we get to where there's not a lot of eyes on us, I shift into a horse.
Oh,
How inconspicuous.
yeah.
Because it's a horse, not a. But you're riding through town, like horses ride through town all the time. It would have
Right,
been
you're a school.
I really hate to interrupt the role playing, but you just made me think of a level 20 druid transforming into a horse. That was the entire premise of the Talking Mr. Ed show, right? He was a level 20 druid, right?
Yes,
The entire time.
100%.
I mean, I could have gone mad for him.
Probably should have gone kind of for him.
Well,
Alright,
before
turn
I
into
do
a
anything
horse.
with this, before I do
What
anything
type
with
of-
this horse,
What type of horse? Like a
Like
painted horse or?
just like the most epic looking, like solid white
It's Butt Stallion from Borderlands.
with platinum antlers.
Okay.
Because everything I shift into has the platinum antlers.
Need to know, is your horse amazing?
It is.
look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Give it a lick, it tastes just like raisins.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are walking over. You now have a horse with you, Exire.
I can get him there quicker. He doesn't like it. Whatever.
Okay, so you're just walking next to
I
this
mean,
horse.
it's just down the hall, Siltoris. We didn't need. We're not going to somewhere else. And
I thought we were on the opposite end of.
You're
the campus.
outside. So, like, imagine the buildings kind of form a U shape around the cathedral that sits in the middle. So you're heading over to the kind of the right side of the campus here.
If
where the
we're,
headmasters.
if we're not that far, I wouldn't have shifted. I thought we were on
It's
the
not
other
too
side
far.
of campus. Yeah,
It's
I
not
wouldn't
too
have
far.
shifted then.
It's a little bit of a walk. But
that's
not too
why I
far.
was just confused, Siltoris. You see.
Yeah, I thought we had to walk for a little ways when we got there the first time.
So is it just you two, or did you bring somebody with you?
I mean, I would just assume that I'm just I want to kind of make it look like the rest of us are just kind of leaving,
Okay.
and then Huck is back comparing notes. I guess before we go, I can turn to Alark and say, "Do you think you have any virtue-filled rants you could distract them with, Alark? I don't know. or you could come with us to the office. But I'm sorry, I haven't known you for that long. I'm not really sure.
I may have over. I feel bad. I made the little girl cry already, so I probably shouldn't rant. I just don't like evil and children getting murdered, and it's been a bad day for. It's just not a good day.
I get that. I get that. Well, listen, I think I can get into the. I hope I can get to the office.
If not, I can. But he'll know we've been there.
Right. Well,
I can always play my bagpipes.
Now it's like Animal House. There's going to be a dead horse in the room.
While we're talking, I reach up and grab Exire, and I cast Long Strider. This was number 2 on both of us at a level 2, so we both have 10-foot increased movement speed. But we can still get there faster.
Right. Well, then I guess we'll head that way. Just I want to keep watch. I mean, this is probably a really bad idea, but I'm going with it.
It really is a bad idea, but whatever.
All right. So, what are you doing there? You're heading. So you're going over to the office, right? Are you going in through the front, or there's windows?
I just want to. Can I? As we get close, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and just have the Mage Hand try the handle. So we're still back away, so it's not obvious that we're up there like jimmying with the lock or the door handle if it's locked.
Okay, so you guys would remember the last time you were in his office, he did have like a secretary or administrative magic assistant,
right,
whatever the title would be.
I didn't remember that.
I walk up. I walk.
Your
up,
characters
like,
would remember though.
And then we see her, and I just immediately like turn around and start walking away, like wrong direction.
Right, I didn't think about that.
All right, so you guys are hanging out in the hallway after she kind of saw this big teddy bear walk in and walk back out.
Does anyone have anything that can distract her? Can someone maybe go talk to her? Tell her that the headmaster needs her in the cathedral or something.
Maybe this is a good time for us to just. We said this was a bad idea, and then we kept. Maybe this is a good time for us to just stop.
Maybe I could create a bonfire outside. Do you think that would draw her attention?
I don't. That's probably not necessary.
If Alaric hears someone suggest a bonfire, he's going to step in and say, "This is probably a terrible idea." Now,
maybe we should just. Yeah, we can. I think he might have learned his lesson.
All right, here. I'm all right, and I will walk out and then go and try to find a window.
Okay. All right. You kind of know where the office is, so it's not hard to find, a couple of windows that look directly into it.
Okay. Is there anyone around?
Roll a perception.
Guys are gonna bail me out of jail, right? 13.
13.
not even a little bit. No.
I mean, it's a sunny day. There are some people around. They're not at this part of the campus, and the gates are closed, so you don't have any just random people wandering about the campus as you might on a normal day.
Mm-hmm.
The guards are more at the gate, so you appear to be alone. At least that's what you perceive.
Okay. Just like, is the window like super high up, or is it like at a level where I can just kind of try to see if it's open?
Yep, it's ground level.
Just want to see if the window's open. Just kind of stand there like I'm just enjoying the day and reach behind me and try to like.
Yeah, it's locked. Yep.
All right. Yeah, this is probably a bad idea, wasn't it? Didn't really think this one through. Oh God.
come over the comms and go, I can see you from over here.
Helping.
You look awkward.
You shut up.
And that's coming from me.
All right, I'll walk away. I would have had it if you got in my head, Sator.
What if there are other birds and other people know how to talk to the birds and the birds see you?
I think you're the only one in the whole city that talks to birds, Sotoris. And that's a good thing. Makes you unique.
That seems sad for the birds.
It probably is. You should talk to birds more often. They're probably lonely.
I do. I talk to them. You've seen me talk to plants, and you don't think I talk to the rest of the animals.
We should probably go get Huck.
Fair, I've only known Siltoris for just a little while, and I would assume he talks to birds.
I mean, you saw me talk to one. I named him Aquarian.
True.
All right. So you guys heading back to the cathedral?
I'm gonna go back and get Huck.
All right.
We turned around to leave, and we just noticed that Huck's not with us.
At this point,
Sorry.
Huck has convinced the headmaster. He has his book out as well, and they're just like comparing books there. And then when you
So
come up
everybody knows.
and call for Huck, the headmaster looks a little relieved.
And Huck has
Galen
learned
stayed
the
back
wish
and has
spell.
been watching
You're
Huck
still
this
muted.
whole time.
Mm-hmm. Just observing, right?
Yeah, I didn't go. I stayed to watch the show.
Huck, you're muted.
Headmaster, before you go, if I'm being honest, I don't feel like I've learned anything. I know that I'm an old man, but I think I was supposed to have learned something. I think.
Is this
So
when we
from-
walk back in, or is this earlier?
So from comparing, just looking over his book a little bit, you would have maybe picked up some spells out of his book that you didn't have in your book.
Sweet. Just by having my face in it.
Yep. So later, when you take a rest or something, you can copy those down into your book, and then we can select some new spells if you want to add those to your book that you can swap in and out and stuff like that. So
Hell to the yeah. So I'm gonna. I trust. That was informative, sir. And I handed back his book.
all right. So you head back out with the rest of the group.
Yes. With my book, I took my book back.
Okay. All right. So at this point, you guys are kind of out in the courtyard, and where are you guys heading to?
Are we in the courtyard area? We can see the area that Quarian was, right?
Yeah, I mean it's far off to the left side of the campus, but yeah.
Oh, if it's that far, I was gonna try to whistle and see if he came.
I mean,
Grab some-
it's not like a mile across. I mean, if you whistled,
I
possibly.
grabbed some seed out of my pocket and just kind of give a whistle.
Okay. So a few moments later, here comes the little bird. Flies, lands onto your hand, and starts eating seed right out of your hand.
Just walk with him there for a little bit.
So as you guys get to the front gate, the guards open the gate and let you pass. And from there, where are you guys heading to?
I was muted. Back to Bandit Hobbs to go meet Raz.
All right.
Raz first, or are we going to the Duke first to get our payday?
We got to get paid. Yeah, let's go talk to the Duke.
All right. So as you guys are heading over to the Duke, we're going to take just like a real quick, 5-minute break, bathroom break, and we'll be right back in just a moment. All right. Okay, so the party heads just a little to the south here, I do believe, from where the academy is, and into the district where you find the more government buildings and the guild halls and stuff like that. So from there, it's pretty easy to find your way back to, and I think that's where you met the assistant.
Yes, I think
to
we
the
met
Duke.
Zalzu.
So, all right. So you guys head back there. There are guards that meet you at the front, and as you tell them who you are, they lead you in to Zalzu. He comes out to meet you at the front as they call for him, and he says, "Hey, gentlemen! Hey, please come with me. Come back to my office." No, guards, you can stay there. It's fine. So he leads you back to his office first, and he closes the door behind you and walks over behind his desk and pops up in his chair, says, leans up on his elbow, says, "All right, so I expect that, looking around at everybody's faces, that the children are safe with their families and everything is okay."
Duke?
Yeah, we will get to the Duke, yes.
Well, we'd like the Duke to be here when we break the news.
What news?
Get the Duke and we'll tell you.
Just want to talk to him about what's transpired.
Is it bad? Oh God, I'm fired, aren't I? Oh God.
You might.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Zalzu, just next time maybe don't hire a group of mercenaries first. That you met in a pub. I mean, granted, you did meet us on the streets in a festival. I would just be more cautious about who you put your trust in initially.
He slowly gets out of his chair, says, "Yes, please come with me."
If it makes you feel any better, Zazu, we did find the children.
You did?
Yes.
He's looking around. I don't think that's the whole story.
No.
You're not gonna tell me, are you?
No.
He opens the door. "Come with me." And you follow him through the hallways. He kind of twists and turn around, and he comes to these large double doors. He reaches up and opens the doors. Stupid doors. Too big for everybody. Pushing them open. And as he pushes them open, it leads into this larger chamber, what you would almost think of a throne room, but it's the furniture in it is all a lot smaller than, so the room looks even larger than it actually is. There's columns in it kind of on either side going up. There's nice carpet down the middle on top of what looks to be some type of granite floors, and just artwork hanging on the walls, luxurious sconces. And he leads you in. There is a gnome sitting on one of the chairs at the end of this room, up on a dais slightly raised from where you're at, and he's like off to the side. It's like he's signing something, and as the guy who's holding the paper, for him to sign, looks up and sees that, he finishes signing it, he rolls it up and bows and kind of goes out the side door. And the Duke turns.
I take it you're the adventurers that were hired to help the kids.
Stifle, bite my tongue.
Still Taurus does not bite his tongue. Still Taurus just busts out laughing.
I don't understand the problem. Why are you guys laughing for?
Oh, you sound like a child.
Well, you sound like a cow.
I don't. I did not moo.
But you got horns.
I don't have horns. Furbolgs are half giant, half elf. So
You're wearing
they
antlers
just-
on your head.
You got antlers on your head.
Oh, but you can see that it's a mantle.
Don't
You don't.
assume that he
He's just trying to
sees
assume
anything.
He just sees a big dude with antlers.
He's a lot shorter than you. The
He thinks
perspective.
you're half.
Ah.
He thinks you're half bull, half deer.
Well, I do, but mine come off. Does your voice change?
Why would it change?
I don't know. Typically, when boys hit a certain age, it just changes.
I kick Siltoris again.
How?
Did it ever occur to you that I'm a gnome and this is how gnomes talk?
No.
Also, I am the Duke.
I-
I demand the respect that I deserve with the title.
Yes. Okay.
Duke, I'm sorry. They these are the adventurers that were tasked to find the children.
This is all you could find?
They haven't been paid yet.
If it
They
helps
keep it
at
up, they're
all.
not going to be paid.
Well, if it helps at
we're
all,
very limited on because you don't like the local adventurers guild. So I had to outsource to where you guys from?
from south of here.
Not actually heroes.
From the not actually heroes
Guild. Yeah.
guild. Yes.
A bunch of independents.
Don't think that's what guild means.
You're not in our guild, so you're independent of our guild.
Just leave it alone, Siltoris. It's okay.
I like this guy. He's smart.
You're not going to like me though, for much longer.
Why? You did complete your job, right? That's why you're
We've-
here, to get paid?
We found the children.
Yes.
We,
And the children are back safely with their parents.
if their parents live in the 9 hells, then yes, they are with their parents.
Probably not safe.
I don't think their parents live in the 9
Two questions.
hells.
How did you screw it up? Second, how was the bull guy with antlers involved?
First answer, your assistant here sought out a ill-prepared group of mercenaries before finding the capable likes of ourselves.
It was just to find missing children. How hard is that?
There were complications.
Such as?
If it pleases your dukeship, there was a chain demon.
Your dukeship. I like that. Your dukeship. I am your dukeship. I like your dukeship. Okay, complications, you said. What sort of complications did you run into?
Atreus, I don't think he heard the second part. He got stuck on the Duke ship.
No, I heard the second part, but I did like the dukeship. I'm going to use that. Someone trademark and copyright that right now.
I'm
have-
writing it down. Yes.
You should make it a shirt.
You have no reaction to the fact that there was a chain demon.
Well, I mean, I assumed that there was more to the story and that we would get to the part where there was children and a chain demon involved. But so far you guys kind of bounce around. So let's do something really creative and start at the beginning of the story, and then we'll get to the part where there's a chain demon and children and the part where you guys screwed up.
Well, again, we didn't screw up.
Are the kids here?
Well, no, and they would be here.
You
if-
screwed up.
Well, if Zazu found us earlier, this would all have been avoided. I honestly think you need to keep a better eye on the help that you keep here.
You know what? I believe that. I need to keep an eye on my help and the help that my help gets help with.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Yes, you there with the.
I think the robot has something. He's gonna say something good.
He's a robot?
He's not a robot. How dare you?
Actually,
Does not like it when you call him that.
He is a
Shouldn't have did
man.
that.
I'm an old man. Yes, I look this way because I am very old. And also
And metallic.
confused. I'm confused because a very bad hell monster took the children, and somehow that means we call you dipshit.
Excuse me?
You just said you're dipshit, and you said that you would
It's
write
like
it
your Duke shit, Huck. Your Duke shit.
dipshit. That's exactly. We're saying the same.
Where's my
Huck, you want me
guards?
to help you clean your ears later?
It does sound similar to me.
Duke
Where in the
shit.
nine hells are my guards? What do I pay these people for?
Probably
I
with the
don't-
kids that
probably
we
with
found.
Yeah,
kids.
with the children. Yeah.
And the chain devil that we killed.
Yeah, the chain devil. Listen, your Duke ship.
Duke ship.
Yeah.
Oh, Duke ship. I thought for
Okay.
sure.
I don't think we're gonna. I
Let's,
don't think we're
let's
gonna
do
take
the
this.
Vorham.
expedited version
Vorham,
of
can I-
what happened.
Right. Do you know the story of Tegan and Gideon? The imps and the court mage and the chain devil and that
Look,
old
all I
song and
know is
dance?
that like a bunch of the natives said that like 1,000 years ago there was some problem with some devils or whatever, and these people showed up and they took care of it, and then they left.
Right.
That's all I care about is it was done.
Same devil though. He came back, didn't die. They fucked up, and now there was a book. This girl, small girl, got a book. Don't know how. Went down to the basement after she had kidnapped several of her classmates. They were mean. They bullied her. So in my eyes, they might have deserved it actually. So I honestly don't see this as a total loss. We came down. She was summoning this I don't know, big portal in the middle. I don't know what happened. Galen here tried to stop her, couldn't do it. Very strong. And portal opened, chains came out, pulled children in. Nothing we could do. Killed the devil. Now we're here. Said you wanted the expedited version.
That was bad.
Yes,
was
yes,
impressive.
I got it. I understand what you're saying.
So bottom line, though, honestly, the bottom line is that the group of mercenaries that you hired earlier, woefully unprepared and unfit for this job. Poor decision making, also poor decision to pay them half up front, Zalzu. We didn't get paid anything up front. I don't appreciate that. Not one bit. We
Wait,
haven't seen
these
a
are the second adventurers you hired?
The first one's disappeared with the money.
And you paid it?
If
Just
he'd have-
half? Yes, I did.
If he'd have hired us first, the kids might still be alive, actually.
They would still be alive, actually.
This
Pretty
is
sure we could have done
terrible.
that.
This is terrible.
It is terrible.
Crying parents are bad for business.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the headmaster is the one that has to tell them, not you.
Also, you shouldn't keep books with that kind of power just at the school.
He did keep a book about how to summon a chain devil in the middle of the school.
Make a note. The headmaster needs to be arrested.
Noted. Yes.
We're going to shut down that school.
Yep. Got it.
We're going to replace it with a nice tinkerer school.
You should
Lovely
turn
idea.
it into a zoo.
A zoo?
Yeah, you already have.
Zazu.
He's a...
Yeah, where like animals could be protected if they were in danger. You could have them. People could see them. They wouldn't have to, worry.
Yeah, but see, we like actually doing things here. So maybe if we could train the animals to, I don't know, work.
I mean,
Okay?
Pretty
If
sure you
y'all-
just
If y'all worked before, then the kids wouldn't have been, because y'all would have had guards that could have kept them from being kidnapped.
Look,
And
I'm
then
not in charge of the
taken-
school. I'm in charge of the town. There's a difference.
But the school is in the town.
I know, but it had a headmaster that was supposed to know what they were doing, and apparently they were not.
Oh,
So thank you for helping me discover that he was failing at his job.
you're welcome. Again, I say you really need to pay attention to who you have helping you.
Okay, so the children are gone, but you guys stopped this devil.
Yeah, the devil's dead. Well,
Okay.
gone. He's not here.
So we're okay. No more devils, no more evil things are going to come up into my town, right?
Not for a while.
Hopefully
Maybe
not.
for a while.
Well, I mean, he's the devil's gone. I don't know that he's dead though.
Has this book been destroyed?
The book got sucked back up into the wind with the children.
Okay, good. Not my problem.
So on
The-
this one, I'm gonna have you roll a deception check.
Alrighty.
The headmaster was very distracted.
Yeah,
This guy is less distracted.
Oh no, he
Uh,
sounds very distracted.
15.
15. All right. So you believe him, but there's just a little bit of doubt there. Like you think that this is a sketchy group and they don't seem to be taking any of this really seriously. So you kind of believe that the children have been, pulled away. It's kind of a toss-up on the book, whether you actually believe it's truly gone or...
Take a note. After we get rid of the headmaster, we need to do an inventory.
Inventory? Yes. Of course. Yes.
That would be smart. Destroy any other evil books.
Yes, they don't need to be falling into the hands of.
Okay, so
Children.
I guess you guys need paid. Even though you really didn't do your job, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, next time we could leave the chain devil for you if you want.
Because it wasn't our job.
Okay, how much were you promised? How much did you tell them you'd pay them?
I think he said 100,000 gold pieces.
I did not say that. I
thought that's what I
We're
heard.
going to have a talk after this.
Pretty sure
I-
that's
I
what
did not say
Townsend
that.
said.
How much did you tell them?
I don't know that we even discussed the price.
Well, that's not very good.
At which point, Galen's gonna step forward.
And who are you?
I'm the one that tried to stop this ritual. By
So
shooting.
what, you mean out of this whole group, you're the only one that actually did something?
No. What I'm saying is that I tried to stop the summoner, being the little child, from summoning this demon.
I went over
She's-
this in my recap. Come on.
She's way stronger than she appeared. Maybe the book gave her more ability. I don't know. But when we were having discussions with your assistant here the night before we took the job, or the night of taking the job, I guess, he said that we would get paid 3,000 gold for
Each
finding the
3,000?
children. Now, we found the children. There was no terms in which whether to bring them back alive or dead. And there was no discussion about killing a demon.
Is this true?
How was I supposed to know there was a demon?
I'm not talking about the demon. I'm talking about bringing the kids back.
I'm sure I told them to bring the kids back. I mean, why would I
Do you
not
have
tell
a
them to bring the?
contract?
You said
No,
find them.
we didn't sign a
Just say find
contract.
them.
But you always have a contract. That's what the Lawyers Guild is for.
He doesn't actually even know our names.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say that we did find
Yeah.
the children.
That's Fluffikins there. And points at Sly's character. That's Mr.
He looks like a
Robot.
Fluffikins.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
there's pointy ears and pointy ears brother. Points at Galen and Alaric.
I don't think they're related.
They do look like they're related.
That's racist.
I mean, I would say that we found the children, but the demon, I'd say that it should go up to at least 5,000 total for having to kill a demon.
Come on now, Galen, you're being so modest. I would say,
Not
I was gonna
modest.
say 5,000 each.
I would say, 5,000.
I was going to say 1,500 because there's no proof you even saw the children.
Okay, when he says that, Alaric has had enough of his good name besmirched here. So he's going to step forward and rest his hand on the hilt of his sword and say,
Is this another mechanical guy?
"Are you calling me a liar?"
When he
and
does that,
my holy symbol is prominently displayed on my chest at this point.
when he does that, can I hidden step behind?
Hidden step?
Hidden step is a furbolg. As a bonus
yeah.
action,
I don't
can
think
go
you've ever used
invisible.
it. Sure.
No, haven't.
I mean, yeah, you can do that.
And then Alaric would not trying to intimidate, but I would stand directly in front of the Duke.
So I go invisible and then I pop up right behind Alaric. So he's tall and I'm even taller right behind him.
And I would say, "I understand that you're upset." That
The guards at the
children
side, come down with their spears a little bit. Not fully out, but just kind of slightly.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Alaric
just letting you know
Alaric
what they-
doesn't flinch. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "I understand that you're upset that the children perished. We're upset that we had to go in and fight this thing. But to call me and my compatriots liars is not acceptable. We can haggle about money all you want. I don't care about the money." And I know the rest of the party is probably going to gasp when I say that. The money's not important to me, but the good name of me and my compatriots means everything to me. And then I don't realize that Siltoris has done that, so I would take a step back and probably bump into him. And then when
Did the Duke realize that he's a paladin?
I would say that you would think that he's some type of holy man. Yes.
Holy man. Okay.
And after I say that, because I've had, like I said, almost reflexively, I laid my hand over on and then I realized I have laid my hand on the hilt of my sword, and I drop my hand back to my side, and I take a step back and bump into Siltoris.
All right. Everybody calm down. All right. I'll take you at your word that you found the children. All right. So I'll give you the 3,000 gold that you were promised for the children. I don't know anything about this demon or anything like that. So I'll give you another 500 gold just because you said you did something that I don't know that you did. So there's 3,500 gold for the entire party, not each. Not every two of you. 3,500 gold for everything. The end.
What about the corruption of your school and your headmaster?
Well, as stated, I am the ruler of this town, so I'll have to take care of that myself.
Listen, Duke, do you want us to continue to pursue what might have led up to the summoning of this chained demon in your fair city and what might transpire afterwards?
So what are you saying? You'll do a little undercover operation for me?
Well, I'm saying you give us 1,000 gold each and we'll think about it.
What if I give you the 3,500 gold and you leave the town now before my guards escort you out of town?
Oh, well then I sure hope that these other mercenaries that took Zalzu's gold and left are up for fighting more demons.
I look at the guards that are they?
Just so
Josh
you
is
know,
like-
when Russ raises his hand like that, he's doing that in character, by the way. So
Yeah.
Oh,
What,
Just-
Mr. Metal?
just to let you know.
Man? Yes.
Not to interrupt Kyle, but
And when he says metal, Alaric has caught on. He goes,
Well, my good sir, I actually just wanted to remind my team that when I was reading the headmaster's book, it's very interesting. And it shows how I can make a pact, if you will, with that very chain devil, because we have a bond now through combat. And I say that we do this and lay waste to this fellow here and just take all of his money, because this is tiresome and I'm too old for this. And he's very mean, this dipshit, dukeship, his dukeship. So say that we away before he is any the wiser. And I'm gonna open my book and start.
Alaric is stunned by this, by the way.
I'm
Alaric
loving
is-
this.
Alaric is standing there with his mouth hung open because he's not sure
The Duke.
if Huck can do this or not.
I'm gonna take out my scimitars and light them both up on fire and say, "All right, I guess I'll help you." And walk over towards Huck.
So when I was standing behind Josh, the guards lowered their spears. I'm assuming these are like normal city guards. Josh is like 7 foot tall. I'm like 8 foot. Were they shaking with their spears? Like they were a little worried about what was going to happen? with just a
you can
couple of
roll
them?
a perception check if you'd like to.
I would love
see
to
if
do
you can
that.
tell.
That is a dirty 20.
Uh,
I'm sorry, 22. I have a +7, not a +5.
So, let me roll for them just to be sure. One of them was shaking, the other was steady.
I turn and look at Huck and go, no. We wouldn't want his guards to attack us and walk us out of the city.
Oh.
And then I kind of flinch towards the one that was shaking. Just
I'll turn towards the Duke. I'll put the scimitars away and I'll say, or we can leave these unpleasantries. We'll take the 3,500 and we'll do so on behalf of the Daggerford Adventurers Guild, with whom we are associated.
So
We've
as the
seen
Duke
that,
hears this, it's a mixed feeling because he does not like the Daggerford Adventurers Guild.
Yep. And I'll say, it would seem perhaps you should use the resources available to you in your fair city before seeking independent contractors. Perhaps
Are you
these
offering
children.
your services?
I'm just saying that if you were to utilize the Adventurers Guild here, these children very well would have been alive now. If you can put your own personal feelings aside for the good of this city that you claim to care so much about. Everyone wants the same thing here. No one wanted those children to die.
Fine. Take a note to open up negotiations with the Daggerford Adventurers Guild. We'll need 20% of their revenue every month.
See? Additional cash flow.
Noted.
You guys, are you done in Daggerford? Or is there more stuff that you need to do?
Well, we might stay around a little bit, take in the sights and sounds of the city.
Okay. Well, as you've mentioned, we do have an adventurers guild here in Daggerford.
Yes,
And-
we've been in contact.
Yes, and if you guys have made it pretty obvious that you don't like me very much.
Oh, I wouldn't
I've
say that.
made
I
it
find
pretty
you very
obvious.
charming, your dukeship.
I don't like you very much.
That's rude.
But tell you what, here's your 3,500 gold. Now, please do what you need to do and leave.
Zalzu brings the gold over and reaches it towards Huck.
Oh. Oh.
Puts the bag in his hands.
Okay. Bye. Thank you. And anybody? We'll carry this much gold.
I grab it and pick it up for him.
Oh, thank you. Good.
Is there
Duke.
anything else that I can help you with?
There is, as it were. What can you tell me about the name Buckley? Any information you might be able to pass on will expedite our exit from your fair city.
Buckley, did you say?
Yes, Nicholas Buckley.
Just to refresh your memory, clan. That's the general that they were looking for.
The general, which general?
From Baldur's Gate.
The
That
one that's
General
gone
Lucius
missing.
suggested
Yeah.
that.
Oh. Okay. Would I know anything about that? Okay.
No.
Dad,
I know nothing about this.
You would know of the
Just-
general. You don't know that he's missing though.
I've never personally met the general. To my knowledge, he's not been through here recently.
Right. And what of a gentleman by the name of Jorik, I believe. And I look at Alar and I say, Jorik, right?
Yes. Sorry, I'm chewing.
I have heard that he is a blacksmith, quite of some renown. Once again, I do not know of him coming through Daggerford.
He would have to have a license to practice here, and so I don't see why he would come here.
If you ply a trade in Daggerford, you must be a member of our guild and give up a percentage of your income towards the beautification of Daggerford.
The same in every city.
Indeed.
I mean, would guild members carry? I mean, they would carry some kind of identification, or would they, DMs?
They would have something. It wouldn't be like a card that they
Right.
just keep on them, but they would have like a scroll or something.
Okay.
They probably wouldn't keep it on them at all times, but it would be in their shop or at their house.
Normally, our members post it in their shop that they're a member of the guild. That way, they know that they can do business.
Okay.
I wouldn't happen to know anything about. I mean, this is your city and nothing goes down without you seeing it. You wouldn't happen to know anything about poachers selling exotic furs, anything. Because obviously this is your city. You have your hand on everything that happens in this town.
Well, obviously, we know that that is not true.
Sir, there has been some reports of animals missing from private reserves from the guilds, but it is in small numbers. Not enough to bring to your attention.
See?
Who might be missing some of those?
I would have to look at my notes.
He just pulls out a spiral.
It was one of the guilds. They're more on the outside of the city, though, so they're lesser known. The ones that raise some of the animals for slaughter, for the leather working and different parts. I could get you the name. It would be back in my office, though.
That would be good. Please.
He looks back at
Anything else?
the Duke.
Or are we done here?
I have one more question for you, Duke.
Yes.
Guildmaster Whistleheart informed us that y'all have a very odd relationship. Informed us that you don't always relay information, but expect her to, because it happens in your city.
There are things I know that I cannot tell other people. The burden of being the head of a city.
She made a mention of a tavern to the north of city that
Can I say hi? You
had
can
an
say hi real quick.
incident
Hi.
with a sheriff.
Tavern north of the city with a sheriff.
In the northern portion of the city. She said that there was an issue there, and that when she asked if she could aid you in that matter, that you informed her that it was nothing she should concern herself with. Is there something we should worry about if we head to the northern part of the city?
To find adventurers like yourself, I think you'll be fine.
He means that sarcastically.
Oh, I have no doubt that I'll be fine.
So Taurus pats Galen on the back and says, from the way it looks in this town, we should be worried no matter where we're at.
I mean, I guess if they attack in numbers, but we tower over 90% of this population.
Another short joke, huh?
You started it, little man, by being disrespectful to me and the people I travel with.
Summon the militia. They are not short.
Okay, and so you commanded him to summon the militia. You see Zazu kind of stumble backwards and
Can I
make his way towards the door.
Is that gonna like make initiative happen? I'd like to charm him to not do that.
Okay.
Can we do
You can try.
don't want a militia.
You do know that the charm spell, once it wears off, that they know they've been charmed.
Militia.
But it is instant gratification if it does work, so.
Wait, but Zazu doesn't want to get the militia anyway. Gosh, do I want to do this? Charm him.
Okay. What is the save there?
13 wisdom.
13. Okay.
Guess I should trust it.
That is a fail. So you just see the Duke kind of. Or is it you cast it on the Duke
No.
or
Oh.
Zalzu?
Did you? Well, I was gonna aim it at Zazu, but now
I mean, that's fine. The roll is low enough so that it would have either one of them would fail. There's no bonus that's going to make that succeed.
shit. Now I don't know what to do. Wait. Zazu, my old friend.
Yeah.
You don't want to get the militia.
Why would I? Duke, why would we get the militia?
Nobody wants the militia.
It's gonna make a mess.
So, Taurus, do you want the militia?
No, I guess.
XR, do you want the militia?
Oh, no, the militia.
No. Nobody wants the militia.
No, nobody.
Why are you
No.
not doing what you're told? You did this, didn't you?
Just an old man. Tired.
Take your money and go. You have 24 hours to get out of Daggerford and never come back.
Oh. Come on, Zazu. And I'm just gonna mope out.
Zazu has nothing to do with it.
Zazu, come on. Let's go.
Zalzu walks over to you.
I'm gonna
Are
throw
we
my
going now?
Tired. What?
Zazu, you're fired.
It's okay. I think I'm going with these guys anyway.
All right, escort them out.
The guards kind of walk forward with their spears.
What did I do?
What do you guys do? You turn around to leave, or
Well, I guess I'm leaving.
okay?
24
You
hours.
leave.
And remember, you're banned from Daggerford.
Zalzu follows. And if those of you at home are keeping track, this is the first town that the party's been kicked out of. So if you selected Daggerford as the first town, then you win the prize.
That's right. If you selected Daggerford on the home game,
The campaign is young, though.
well,
It is.
you win a free box of rice roni.
Okay, you guys leaving, or nobody else said anything? So
Yeah, Alaric is just stunned about what about what just happened. So yeah, he would just kind of turn and walk out of the room.
okay. Everybody else just standing there as the guards approach closer.
I'll follow them out of the room. Say,
Okay.
You know, I, we're leaving. We're leaving.
The guard that's real shaky.
Yeah.
I look at him and I push his spear to the side and go, "You don't want that." And I turn around and walk out.
All right. So as you guys are walking out, Zazu says, "Oh, I need to get something before we leave," and he runs over to his office to get his notes there.
Is it a magical book?
No, it is my notebook.
Oh, well.
Do you need a magical book? I could help you with that.
If you have one laying around.
I don't do magic. I could ask someone.
Have fun laying around.
We've been kicked out. Come on, Zalu.
Oh, okay. He runs in there and gets some things and throws it in a bag, and he comes out with a bag over his arm. All right, we're ready to go.
Damn it. Who let me do this?
You did this yourself.
Stop letting me do this.
Or the guards are just
Hey, this-
escorting you out. Yeah.
Will you check your DM real fast?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That work for you?
Yeah.
Do I
You
need
can
to
just
do it out loud?
You don't have to do it out loud. You just have to tell me what it is.
Okay.
So,
I didn't know
at
if I
some
could
point.
tell you were clan. So
well, true. Both of us wouldn't be bad, to be honest.
but we can keep going. I'll send this.
Okay. All right. So you guys walk out the front door and kind of off the, they escort you off the grounds through the main gate. And from there, there's just a line of guards standing in front of the gate. Where you guys going? What are you doing?
To the tavern. We got 24 hours.
Yeah, we go back to Banderhobbs.
Okay. All right. So as
Well, that could have gone worse, I think, all things considered.
He,
I don't
He
think
was-
it could have.
he was really kind of short-tempered.
Well, what do you expect from a what was it, Huck? His dipshit?
The
Dip-
Dukieness? Yes. He is
Yeah.
apparently a dipshit.
all right. So you guys make your way back to the tavern. As you go in, the place is empty. Besides Raz and another dwarf sitting at a table.
Uh-oh.
Other dwarf is just a male dwarf, kind of in like just, while Raz is kind of wearing like leather and stuff like that. The other dwarfs are just wearing like cloth, just normal kind of clothes. They both have big bushy beards, and they're just sitting at the table. Looks like they're having some ale.
Try to make eye contact with Raz as we come in.
Uh-oh.
Come on over, boys. I had the place cleared out for us. Meet my friend here, Thordar. That be you,
Thordire?
clan. Yep.
Thordire, did you say?
Yep.
Can you spell that?
Thordahr.
Thordire. Gentlemen.
Or dire dwarf as well, I take it.
Yes, dwarf. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, glad to meet you.
Keep your feet on the ground.
What's your beak?
What's your bick? So I take it you boys have taken care of your business then, with the Duke.
We have met with the Duke, yes.
A bit of an arse, ain't he?
You could say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. As much as possible.
I think Huck had a nickname for him. Huck, what was it?
Oh, his Dukieness, the dipshit.
That's a good one.
That one. I couldn't have put that down.
It turns out they were actually saying Duke shit. But I'm an old man. My hearing is not so good.
He elbows Thordar. I told you, these are the boys we need.
All of a sudden,
Hey.
Sotoris starts laughing and goes, Dookie, like poop. I get it.
Ooh.
Well, sit down. Have a drink.
Not the fastest one in the group, is he?
Well, when he
Okay.
turns into a cat, he's really
Mm.
fast.
Yes.
But you're big, I like it.
You're small. I like that too.
So,
See, making fun of me.
Just how he is.
so
Anyway,
this is-
boys, sit down
Oh.
here and What is that?
This is Zaozu, I was saying. He's only temporarily a part of the gang.
What? I thought we were friends.
Oh, yes, of course, Zaozu, we are, but you also have a day job. So you're just
not
rarely with us.
At this point, the dwarfs see the gnome says, "We don't know about this one. He's gonna have to wait outside."
He also
Hey.
doesn't have a day job. I'm pretty sure the Duke yelled, "You're fired."
Well, you see,
He
we're
works for
gonna-
the Duke, you say?
Yes,
didn't-
exactly.
Not anymore, though.
Raz,
that's
isn't
what-
this the one who paid you?
Yeah. Well, yes. Well, not me exactly, but and Zalzur's like, "That's who you are. You're with that other group. I can't remember their name. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. Oh man,
Well, spit it out, man. What is it?
they didn't find the children. They got me fired.
What was the name of your group, Raz?
I'm telling you.
Well, let's work out this one here first. The little short one here.
Zazu,
we
do you have a
don't-
home nearby?
Yes. Not nearby, but yes, I do.
All right, Zazu, it's late. Let me walk you home. I'll catch up with you guys.
Oh,
well,
okay. Is that okay, buddy?
well, but maybe Zaozu can help us with the Duke, with his intimate knowledge. You would help us, wouldn't you, Zaozu?
Of course I would. Yes, anything for you.
Yes.
For the next 45 minutes, you will.
Oh, well, it was just a thought.
Zazu, let me get you home. You've had a trying day.
Okay. That's okay, Huck?
Oh, well, yes. Now, Zaozu, listen. I want you to enjoy yourself. Have a day off. Go
Oh,
get a date or
okay.
get a foot massage. And then when you go back to work, say that you were put under a spell, which is true. And just tell him that we were very good to you. Put in a good word for us. See?
Okay.
And even after you go back to your day job, just remember that we'll still be friends.
I thought we were gonna go on adventures together.
Well,
Oh, man.
yes, but I belong to a democracy. You see, they don't listen to me because I'm old.
So these people are keeping you from me.
Well, not quite. It's more, not crazy.
Oh. Okay. Well, at least I can see you before you leave town, right?
Of course, yes. I presume you'll be there when they kick us out, unless you help us in this matter when you return to your day job after your day off, which you fully deserve.
Okay. I'll go with this one.
His name's Exire.
Exire. I will go with him.
Okay. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, the name. It was the Breeders Guild. Her name is Taffy Orman.
Taffy Orman. Thank you. Exire. It might not be safe walking back alone if the Duke is after us.
Oh, he gave us 24 hours of repose, and if he breaks that word, he's gonna have more things to worry about than your antlers, Sotoris.
That's true. I was just wondering if you wanted somebody to walk with.
Oh, No, I think it's best if we have as many people here as possible. Getting the information for Raz and Thordar here, our friends. Figuring out
On
what it is
second
that
thought,
human are.
why don't we let the little one stay? I might have an ideal for him.
Are you sure, Raz? He's really only like this for another 40 minutes or so.
Well, now that he's been associated with us, he won't have much choice than to help us.
Huh? If you say
Aye.
so.
I like where you're going, Raz.
If you say so, then
So, is
So
there
be
any
it.
outcome to that DM?
Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry.
so be it.
I'm just going to take the opportunity to pull Exire aside and whisper, "It's okay. You can eat him later."
Do you even know that? I don't think you know that.
That was a whisper. Oh, I don't know that.
I don't know that
Nobody
anyone
knows that he's a vampire yet.
What about that? What about that one corpse that didn't we all walk in on you with a corpse?
No.
Yes, but he wasn't eating it. He was slicing it and letting the blood run onto his sword to get information.
So Galen,
Never
you
mind.
you get a gasp back in the response. That's all you get.
So after he does that, I'm staring at him with the look. Is he still banning us from town?
Oh, you're still in the chamber?
Well, no, this was taking place as they were leaving.
Oh, as they were leaving. Okay,
Gotta
so
turn
okay.
back time.
Okay. So did you send that to Clan as well?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Clan, did you read that?
I did read it.
Okay, so you can respond.
Okay.
I just figured while I was doing it that y'all could keep going and we could.
Just one thing. Would
Sure,
he feel
yeah.
threat?
Understood.
Would he feel threatened? Like, would he know what this is that he's referring to?
If that part is what I think it is, then yes.
It's the one thing is that we've discussed that has deeper pockets than most.
Yeah. So yeah, he would know what that is, and probably not want to get
Galen
into
is
that.
a prince. A wealthy prince.
I mean, you're not far off from his backstory, but no, that's not bad.
So I'll let Clan respond to that then.
Okay.
But you don't have to respond on text. You can respond out loud, or are you just sending a message back?
He's typing something right now.
You're just gonna do it through message. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. So while you're doing that,
since he's doing that, I'll walk back later.
okay,
If me and him are having this conversation.
okay. So back at the bar in the future.
If I could turn for a dime. Oh, no, it doesn't work as well.
Let the little one stay. I think I got a job he can help us with.
All right, Zazu. Looks like you're one of us now.
Yeah, I'm in the group. Yeah.
Yes, adventures begin.
So Raz, what's this drink all about?
So, it's a little bit of a story. Hope you can tolerate it. But over the years, these gnomes have came into our cities. And at first, they helped us with our jobs. And we saw them as brethren. We took them in, showed them our trades, and they developed machines that helped us, made our jobs easier.
Aye.
But after a time, the machines were doing all the work, and all the expertise was passed on. And then they didn't need us anymore. They could do it cheaper than we could, faster than we could.
They took our jibs.
That's right, they did. And a lot of us couldn't understand how they could have done this. But then we found out. See, my cousin, he used to work in one of these government buildings. And he said that the Duke has these private meetings in his office. And ungodly noises come out of that office. He's consorting with demons and devils, I tell you.
Oh God, they're conspiracy theorists.
It only proves it that you guys fought off that devil just before I got there. He has to be wrapped up in that. Why would he support keeping that magic tome or whatever it was?
He supported it.
A magic
Well, it
tome.
was there, right? It's in his city.
He did say that he wants to fire the headmaster, tear down the academy, and build a tinkerer's school in its place, though.
Yeah. After the fact, it's always easiest to say that I'm going to do this and that now, right?
Well,
Is that how it works? He's just making it all better. No, he's covering his own arse. That's what he's doing.
it's possible.
I hate to. I don't mean to be rude, but he didn't seem smart enough to be working with demons, and I guess that's not really intelligent anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Zelzu, is there any truth to this?
I've never seen any devils or demons in the keep. The Duke is a private man, but he can be cruel. But I don't think he's possessed.
Oh,
Is
there
he-
you have it.
Huh.
Does he have these meetings with awful noises?
He looks at Huck. Like,
Answer, yes.
it's okay. He demands not to be bothered from time to time. There are weird noises that come from his office. I can verify that. Yes.
Does anybody walk in the front door of his office for these meetings?
No, it's he's still looking at Huck while he's saying this, not at you. It's just him in there.
Is there another entrance to the Duke's office?
Ooh, a back door.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe it is an old keep, and I don't know everything about it.
Now, are you sure that there's no or these noises? Are they voices? There more than one voice that could be making these noises? You know, are these perhaps visitors from, I don't know, the Scarlet Brothel?
If it's language, I don't know the language. It sounds more like pain, or screams. Something.
Might be the Scarlet Brothel. Yeah. Love hurts.
I start speaking abyssal.
Oh, like that?
I've never heard that before.
I
but I
start
don't-
speaking Infernal.
Ooh, maybe this?
I don't think. I mean, that just sounds like nothing to me.
So it doesn't sound like that. The noise is coming from within.
I'm gonna roll to see if he remembers anything. Okay.
Oh,
Roll high.
Tavern now.
You're showing up at the tavern now. Okay.
Well, I'm saying, have I made it there now?
I mean, you didn't stay too long behind, so you would be showing up about this time, I guess. Yeah.
So can I send a message while you're rolling for that? Send a Exar?
Sure. Yep.
Because I don't have the little necklace thing, so I have to use my cantrips to speak to people. Exar. Just so you know, I smooth things over with the Duke, and we can stay in Daggerford for as long as we choose. He said that he apologizes for the harshness and his abruptness, and that as long as we treat him with a little bit more respect, that he will no longer withhold or hold our banishment and force us to leave town.
I respond with, sounds great. And I'll turn to the group and say, we can stay in Daggerford. I don't know why. Galen, smooth things over. That guy scares me.
Agreed.
Zalzo continues. I don't really recall. Maybe I've heard that.
Think very, very hard, Zalzu.
Okay.
You're our friend. We're going on adventures together. There needs to be a level of trust. You wouldn't want to withhold any information from us.
I don't. Yeah, I think I did hear that. The other one. He points at XR. This one.
Oh.
It sounded like that.
Yes. Well, then.
See, the little one confirmed it. He's cahoots with the devil.
It would seem on some level he is. Or at least has been speaking infernal in his private time. Perhaps picking up a new hobby.
So.
Is there?
Since Galen caught up to the tail end of this,
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm not exactly sure what all y'all are talking about because, I kind of just got here. But if he's speaking in infernal and the little man hasn't ever really seen anything, maybe the imp's involved.
There's an imp.
And there be wee devils now.
Yes. Those things are sneaky.
Hey, little bastards.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He did question us a little bit about the imp, didn't he?
No, we didn't mention the imp. We told him the chain devil was killed, and he asked, "Was there anything else?" And we didn't divulge that information.
The headmaster seemed interested in the name of the imp from the stories, but perhaps that's something to bring up to the Dukes. Oh yes, we forgot to mention. Be on the lookout for an imp named Tegan.
Or we could tell him that we forgot to tell him we killed an imp named Tegan, and see if he has any kind of reaction.
We could do that.
So here's where our part comes in.
Yes.
We feel like these gnomes have been working with these demons and devils for some time. That's the way they got the leg up on us. And that doesn't involve you. We know that. But what we do know is that there must be something you guys need. Something we can maybe provide for you.
Well, there actually is something, Raz.
Very good, yes.
And that's information on why you didn't start investigating this sooner. If you would have started investigating these child disappearances when Salzu had first come to you and your band, these children would be alive. It was only because of your inaction that he came to us in the first place.
Listen to me, boy. Listen to me right here.
No, listen
I was
to
looking.
me,
I may
Raz.
not be as resourceful as you guys at solving these mysteries.
Well, how
Do
did
you know what?
end up in the sewer
I
at
was
the
a
same
damn
time we
miner
did?
before this.
But how did you end up in the sewers at the same time we did, Raz?
I might have been following you.
Oh. Wait, how did you follow us? No one was supposed to come in or out of that cathedral.
I wasn't in the
Oh,
cathedral.
Naz has his ways.
I figured it was down in the sewers below, but
You can't stop a miner from getting underground, lad.
You figured it was in the sewers, but neglected to go down to the sewers until we were down in the sewers?
have you been to the sewers?
Yes, just came actually. You saw us there, remember?
There's
They
miles of sewers under the city.
And he
Listen,
does have short legs.
listen, Raz. I'm just
He kind of gives the elf a look, and then goes back to the XR.
Yeah, those dwarves are like,
listen. I just kind of get the feeling that your group didn't maybe take this job as seriously as it was because who it came from. Is that correct?
We figured that they were involved, that they were maybe trying to draw us out. They knew we care about the city. We don't care about them. We care about the children, but we don't care about these gnomes.
oh, the wee ones.
I have a question. Zazu.
Hmm?
These meetings, does he have them daily?
I don't know. I stay busy with my own work. I don't tend directly to the Duke every day. Only when he calls for me. I would say I've seen them weekly at least.
Do you have like a time frame that you could think of? You're smart.
Is
Is
it
That's
at
right.
night?
Let's roll, see
The
how well he
talking to
remembers.
tables is probably during the wee hours of the night.
I don't know. It seems to be random. Maybe later in the evening.
He told you.
If we can figure out what time it's happening, I take my hand and I have a little spider inside of it.
He said, "Whoa, boy! You're getting ahead
What
of yourself.
magic be this?
If we can figure out when
We've got the plan to get in there and interrogate the Duke. We just need you guys for a distraction."
I don't mean to interrogate. He may be an asshole, but he doesn't need to be harmed if it's not necessary.
Yeah,
If we can figure out when the meeting's gonna be, I can see and hear everything through this spider.
You
I
like
just-
spiders.
I just have him crawl inside and I know exactly what's going on.
You going to crawl inside his head?
Inside the room during the meeting.
You think a devil's not going to know it's been eavesdropped on?
Listen,
Aye.
I might have an idea of.
Lucky that Zalzu was that his name? That he's not dead from just hearing about it from outside the door.
I might have an idea of a way we can at least. Not that I don't trust Zazu here, but a way we can confirm this with our own eyes, our own ears. Galen, you say things are smoothed over with the Duke.
Oh yes, he will not be a problem for us anymore.
In the morning, why don't we go pay him a visit and perhaps bring a token of our gratitude for his change of heart.
I don't get it. First you were going to beat his arse, and now you're trying to kiss his arse.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
if these are the guys for us, actually, Lord.
I do
I
have
don't know.
the ability.
The
and
last
I'll-
group backed out on us, and we don't know where they ended up. And I thought
I'll
you guys
use-
looked resourceful enough just to cause
I-
a distraction. But you're
I'll use
talking
minor
about taking
illusion and just make a imp appear in the middle of the table,
it jumps
What
up,
bloody this is this?
and then I'll
pulls out daggers.
cast minor illusion again and make the imp because I can use minor illusion for a
Get out of here, you little beastie.
sound as well. So I'll just make it say in infernal. What's his name again? Vorhelm. Vorhelm. We need to talk, which in infernal sounds like Vorhelm. And then
A
I'll
little
make it,
deeper. A little.
and then I'll make it. Yeah, go ahead for me, Siltoris. Can you go ahead and just let me know what that sounds like? Yeah, like that. Yeah. And then I'll just make the imp disappear.
Did you say
Say,
Vorhelm?
Isn't that his name? That's what I
Who-
have.
Who are you talking to?
The Duke.
The Duke, isn't that his name? Vorhelm? What's the Duke's name? That's what I have written. down.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna do that to. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're simulating what you're gonna do to him.
Yes.
I thought-
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And then,
yeah, gotcha.
And I'll say, if he reacts to this, we at least know for certain he's been conversing with devils. Perhaps even this imp in particular.
That's not what
you
we had
think-
in mind.
You think they're overthinking it?
We have a cleric that can make him tell the truth.
Okay.
But we
Right,
need time
well-
alone with him.
Exactly. If I do this, we know right away that he's been talking to devils or not. We don't need time alone with him. We don't need really anything. We know and we can act on it. I mean, if you want to go with your cleric, go ahead. Far be it for me to stop you. But a lot of times with those kind of spells, he'll know.
It doesn't
That was
matter
me.
if he knows. If it's true, then we'll deal with him right there in the spot.
Yeah, but truth magic is very tricky, though. He can get around lying. He can talk around the truth.
He can
Someone
also.
that's been dealing with devils knows a thing
Not
or
if
two
we're
about
alone with him.
deception.
As he puts his blade his dagger right into the table.
Oh, come on now.
A little bit of magic and a little bit of this. We'll get the truth out of him.
Yes, I don't think Miley's going to like your daggers on her table very much.
She pulls
He's
out,
used
puts
to
it back
by
in. The,
now.
she's part of
Right.
the guild.
Part of the Breeders Guild.
No.
No, lad.
What guild then?
That's what we call ourselves, the guild.
The guild.
Collection of old guild members.
there anything-
Tradesmen. What?
Is there anything fancy about his daggers?
I don't know. They look nice.
I just wanted to know if it's the same dagger that he used to have. I know where Raz was created, so
We could talk about that later. I don't think that your character would know anyway much about the magical daggers, but if there were.
Well then, your cleric friend, this time alone with the Duke. What's the plan you propose?
All we need is you to set a distraction. And we figured you guys would have an idea of how to maybe draw the guards out to the center of the courtyard and allow us to sneak in, and we'll take it from there.
I was telling Raz that maybe you got some magics, right?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, this wasn't making things appear.
That's true. He did. What about this? What if you got it to where you got like it may look like this huge creature in a coat is there with the guards, right? But then you open it up, it's like 3 gnolls in a trench coat.
That would be good.
Aye.
Maybe
That would get their attention.
maybe Atreus could just put on some sort of performance.
I do have my bagpipes at the ready.
Bagpipes. Why didn't you say that, boy? Whip them out and let's hear them.
Stand by.
He's looking up bagpipe songs.
I got you.
The Roddy Piper intro.
He looks over at Thordair and
bagpipes.
he says, well, you know, we could call in that one favor. The dwarves start dancing around.
I ain't heard that bagpipe in that well since my uncle died. It brings back memories.
Was your uncle named Danny?
Oh, his name was Thoradin.
To your uncle.
Hey, he wasn't good with the hammer, but he can make the bagpipes make you breakfast.
So, we're open to suggestions on what you would want to do with a distraction, but we do have that one favor that is owed to us.
What they call it in though?
I know. It would be. He turns back and says, I mean, do you guys have anything else you could do?
Getting of the MCA.
The cleric. Is their ability foolproof?
Do they have a name?
The cleric's name?
Yes.
Yeah, I do actually.
Elril. Oh.
Her name is Marion.
Marion.
Is her spell foolproof?
She says it is. She heals up wounds nice.
Do you know where I could get a hold of a little bit of holy water?
She might be able to sanctify something for you.
If you give me enough time, I can boil the hell out of some water.
If you give me a couple hours with, I hate you, Clan, because I'm sliding into the Scottish now.
You can't deny it.
You're neurodivergent. You're just accent mirroring.
If you give me some holy water and some time, I could give you a backup little bit of truth serum. Make him work double to be able to lie.
Wouldn't he have to drink it?
I figure you're willing to use your daggers. You probably wouldn't have a hard time forcing him to drink something. I mean, it's fairly simple. Plug the nose, put it in. If he wants to breathe, he's got to drink.
We could choke it down him for sure.
Hey.
But what
All I
about
need
the
is
distraction?
Are the bagpipes not going to be distracting enough?
I doubt it. They're more entertaining than distracting.
That's true.
What
You
if
need
I
something,
make?
like I said, the 3 gnolls in a trench coat.
What if I make Atreus look like 3 gnolls in a trench coat while he plays the bagpipes?
Can you do something that big?
No, but I'm
Like,
saying
where
what
your
if?
head is at.
What if I turned into a tiger and ran through town right in front of the guards.
What if we summoned a red dragon and it came in to town?
I can actually turn into a tiger.
You don't think I can summon a red dragon? I'm offended.
I don't.
You can summon the dragons.
I just don't want to right now. It'll destroy the city. It's a little too. It's a little too drastic.
What the hell kind of group did you bring us, Raz?
I didn't know that could summon. Well, I mean, the favor, Thor. I mean, it. Well, I guess we're gonna have to use the favor then.
What if Atreus
Otherwise,
played?
we'll get a red dragon playing bagpipes outside the office.
I'm saying I've always wanted to ride a red dragon.
What if Atreus rode a tiger through town while playing the bagpipes?
That sounds even better.
The bard wants to seduce the dragon.
I don't think that that's. I don't think that's going to get all of the guards' attention. We need all of them to pay attention to you.
What if
I bite one on my way through?
If you bite one on the way through, you might get kicked out of town again.
They don't know it's me.
We have the tiger. I can ride on the tiger with the bagpipes, and the dragon can chase us.
I lean over to Atreus and say, I can't actually summon the dragon.
Or this gets any worse. What is the favor?
Yeah, what is this favor?
Well, this guy, thing. Anyway, it's something really big, and you would basically just have to walk this guy into the courtyard, and he would do the rest.
Would he summon a dragon?
It would be big. What happens next after that? You just have to play along and make sure you're not actually hurting it.
You gotta throw your punches.
Hurting it?
I can throw a punch.
No, not like throw a punch. I mean, like, like, here, watch. And I take my hammer and I go towards him, and then I stop right before I hit his skull. See, throw a punch.
I try to deflect the hammer away as it's swinging at me because I don't understand.
Yeah.
And wouldn't going to hurt you, lad. It's a play fight.
You swung a hammer at me.
But I was trying to show you how you throw a punch.
It's know how to throw a
If it had meant to hit you, he'd have hit you.
Hey, your brains would be on the floor right now.
I don't think so.
I know so, laddie.
We'll go with the favor. I'll go call it in.
Yes,
What
let's
are
do
you
the
saying
favor.
there?
Should we meet back here in the morning then?
No, let's do it now.
But it's nighttime.
That's the best time to do
Exactly.
it.
It's the perfect time to commune with the devils.
Oh,
And this one here, he can help us. He'll get you through the gate.
All right.
Hey,
Pointing at the
Listen,
gnome.
I have no problem. I just want to make sure that everyone else isn't sleepy.
I'm all right, I guess.
I'm fine.
look, we'll get you in your bed soon enough.
You don't have to
Dad,
fight
no,
anything.
Dad. No one needs to
Exactly.
die.
You're just going to go, oh,
Just
no,
play fight. When all the guards
and
get
it'll be over.
distracted, then you run
Exactly.
inside the keep with us.
well, there's just one little additional problem.
What?
We've already been through a big fight, and maybe we're not ready for action just now.
It's not real action. You're just going to put on a shoe.
Well, but just in case, maybe we could rest for a long time.
What if he's fighting or talking to a demon right now, and we have to fight the demon? We just killed a chain devil.
Another demon would be bad.
That's why we have the cleric.
Exactly.
She'll do her thing, and then it'll
It'll make the devil
banish
go
it.
right away.
Right? Oh, can I talk to this cleric friend of yours that can make a devil go right away? I'd like to get some pointers for the next time we have to kill a chain devil.
What,
with
are
Raz
you
here
a cleric?
standing outside,
don't-
looking inside.
You don't look like a cleric.
No, I'm not a cleric, but I don't know. Is there some tricks we could learn? Why
Yeah,
didn't you help us
Franga.
fight that devil, by the way, Raz?
Bring a cleric.
I showed up just in time as you defeated it.
Are you sure? It seems like kind of a dick move, honestly.
Said you followed us there.
He sits.
Yeah,
He
if
sits
you-
something on. He sits something onto the table and says, "If I'd have got a chance, I'd have used this."
I look down at whatever you set down.
It looks like just like this weird, like contraption, like this metal box,
Oh, nice one, Raz.
and it's got like a hole in the top. It looks almost like you'd put like some type of key or something into it. That's what it took down the whole place.
And what is that?
But it would have taken you out too. So,
I reached down to pick it up.
Would,
no.
Would Galen know what that is, considering his background?
You might suspect what it is. You might have
wouldn't be
seen
touching
stuff
the
that looks
merchandise, lads.
similar in your past.
Is
At
it-
which point Galen turns and looks at the dwarf and goes, "You should put that away."
Yeah, you're
Why
right.
would you put that away.
Oh well, Elf. I put it away because I want to. Before this one grabs it and blows us all to Kingdom Come.
Knowing what that is, I don't want any part of that filthy crap.
What is it, Galen?
It looks like a modified version of a big explosive.
Is it a modified version of a big explosive, Raz?
Well, and of course, I am a miner. I blow things up. That's what you do.
Hey,
No, that's military grade explosive. That's
Well-
different than mining explosives.
sometimes in mining you gotta make a big hole.
I mean, I've never mind, so I will take you at your word.
Hey,
That's a breach charge, is what it looks like.
So, if I understand this right, we want to use a violent something and explosives to terrorize a certain somebody to get our own objective. Does that about sum it up?
Nah. We're not using the explosives. The plan is you distract the guards. We go in, we get the truth out of this gnome.
Yeah.
We figure this all out, and then everybody gets their jobs back, and we go back to the way it was before.
hey.
All right, we've been standing around and talking long enough. If we're gonna do this or not, come on.
Well, all right. Zazu, how do you feel?
I feel okay. It hasn't been an hour yet. Yeah, I feel good about this. This right? You feel good about it, right?
Yes, Zazu, my friend, you're a regular adventurer now. I slap him on the shoulder.
Excellent.
Forward.
Tally ho! Let's go! He jumps down off the chair. All right, Marion is waiting outside, so she can call our friend, our favor, and he'll meet us at the gates there.
Let's go meet Marion.
All right, you guys walk outside. Is everybody in tow, or?
Yeah, I
No,
walk out.
I know
I guess.
Galen had some reservations.
Galen's keeping a very close eye on Raz.
All right.
Watch
So,
your back.
Watch your back. So they walk outside and oh, thanks for the sub there, Clindies. Walks outside and I'd say a girl in her 20s comes around the side and it kind of peeks and then comes on around. She's wearing like a purple hood and cloak, and she has darker skin, but she has like freckles across like just a small like button nose. And she walks up and says, "Are we ready? Do you have the distraction?" And Rhea says, "We need you to call in the favor." She just opens her eyes wide. "Have him meet us at the gates. We're doing this now." She says, "Okay, one moment." And she kind of closes her eyes and holds onto her symbol. She says, "It's done. All right, boys. Let's take a little stroll."
Oh, so you're a clergy member here? Her name is it is
Miriam.
Miriam. Right. Okay. Zalzu, Miriam Zalzu.
Hi, Zazu. She kind of looks confused because there's another with it.
So, Marion, you can kill a devil, no problem, right?
It's Miriam, but yes,
Marion.
I can't kill a devil. I can banish it back to where it came from.
But you can take care of it, no problems. So we have nothing to worry about. We run into another chain devil and we'll just leave you to it. That's what Raz said.
Should be fine.
Right? All right then. I look forward to seeing you in action.
All right, so you can roll a what? We haven't did it in a while. It's not perception. It's not perception, but it's not performance. Can I think of the term? Hang on one second. I'll tell you. Insight check, if you want to. On her.
Oh. Nope. Natural one.
Natural one.
Can I use my passive?
What's your passive?
A 15.
A 15 passive insight?
Yeah, 15 passive insight and a 17 passive. I have a 20 wisdom.
You do, yeah. Passively, you would think that she seems a little nervous about it, possibly. So.
All right, then let's go fight a devil. Or at least talk to one.
All right. So you guys take off walking?
Yep.
All right.
Walking towards the gate.
Walking towards the gate. As you approach the gate, as you get closer to it, well, the keep's gate, rather, there is... Raz looks over and says, "Come over here to this alley." And as you walk into the alley, there's like an older man standing there. He's about maybe 6 foot tall. These golden brown eyes, and just like a gray beard hangs down to just past his chin. He's wearing just plain, maybe a little on the dirty side clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And Raz walks up and says, kind of whispers something to him, and you see him, the gentleman nod. Raz walks back over, says, "All right, so here's the plan. You're gonna throw a bag over this one's head, tie some rope around him. This little Zalzu here, he's gonna lead you in. You're gonna tell the guards that this is that another one of those devils, and that you need to show it to the Duke. Then this one over here, he points, kind of motions back towards the older man. He'll handle the rest. You guys just play along. And as soon as everyone's well distracted, come on in the keep. In case this thing goes sideways, just stay close to us.
See no way this plan could go wrong. Let's go.
Sounds perfect to me.
All right.
I look at Exile and go, did I do the sarcasm right?
So he goes over and throws a bag over this guy's head and wraps rope around him and ties it. Says, Marion, Thordar, come with me.
Hey.
All right.
Be
Leave
good.
it up to you, boys.
What's your beak?
What's your back?
I guess we start walking towards the keep.
Okay.
I'll
Hey,
pull out
Zazu,
one of my swords and just put it like on the old man's back and like I'm leading him forward at sword point.
Okay.
Galen would like to stealth behind the dwarves and keep an eye on them.
Okay. Roll the stealth check.
That is a 23.
Let me look at the modifier here. Un momento. So many characters. No. Okay. Yeah. All right. They don't appear to see you, or at least they don't show any sign of it. So the dwarfs make their way around the side of the wall there, and they're just kind of peeking out and watching as the party approaches the front gate. Zazu says, "Open the gate. I have one of those things captured, and these adventurers are keeping it contained. We need to see the Duke immediately.
Well done,
Hurry up now! Hurry up!" And they kind of open the gate, and there's some like with their weapons kind of half pulled down, as you guys walk into the middle of the courtyard. You see all the guards just kind of get tense up as you guys walk back in, as it hasn't been too long since you guys left here. About this time, you guys get about halfway up into the courtyard, and you see Zazu just kind of stop right where he is, and kind of shake his head.
Oh, Zazu, welcome back. And I pat him
What?
on the shoulder.
What did you do to me?
Oh no, see, I just tapped into your inner potential.
Oh God, you got me fired.
Oh no! See, you're going to tell him that you are under a spell. Just mostly true.
What? What's wrong with him? And he points back at the older guy with the bag on his head as he's just kind of wiggling a little bit.
I don't know, but you should probably shoo.
The old man falls down on the ground as Zazu backs up.
Yeah,
The guards kind of circle in as they're unsure of what's going on. And as he's like laying on the ground, almost like looks like he's convulsing, and all of a sudden he goes, expands out, and you guys get knocked backwards, probably about 10 feet away as he expands. And as you guys look back up and look for, where he is now, there stands a golden dragon.
Wish I could summon dragons.
This dragon, he just roars out, and the guards just immediately run forward at the dragon, not knowing exactly how to fight a dragon. They're just kind of encircling it as it's kind of just blowing fire up into the air and swinging its wings around. As you guys can see that it's not, it looks like it's making aggressive acts, but it's really just kind of flapping its wings and trying to blowing the guards down. And when
I put my
it blows
swords
fire,
away
it
and
gets
just
up in the air.
run up and
Like-
start punching the dragon.
All right, so
I ready my bagpipe.
so Galen, you didn't go in with the party, right? So you're kind of trailing behind. All right, so you see the dwarfs, and they kind of slip through the gate, and they kind of stealth around the side of the walls around to get into the side of the keep there, and you see them kind of break a window, and they're climbing up and going in. Are you following them, or?
I'll give them a few seconds to where they kind of get clear of the window, and then I'll try to follow them through the window.
All right. So, are you trying to stealth from everybody else at this point, or you just?
I'm okay if the party sees me. I don't want the dwarves to know that I'm chasing or that I'm
Okay. All right. So, just roll another stealth check as you're trailing behind them. Then.
Let's see, that is a 21.
21. All right.
Hey,
So,
whisper.
let's see. Yeah, they don't see you. So you wait a few moments and you follow them in. What were you saying, Sly?
Oh, I whisper Malnox and go, that's a gold dragon. We shouldn't hit it.
I lean back to him and say, "Get ready to run inside." And then I'm gonna turn back like towards the gate, and then I'll use minor illusion 30 feet away to make the sound. See, I can go up to a scream. So the sound of another dragon roar coming from the other direction.
Okay. The guards,
And
like
if the
a
guards
lot of
kind
them turn and to look at it.
And we're kind of in that confusion when they're turning. I'm gonna try to start making my way into the actual building.
Okay, you guys see Exire heading towards the front door there.
Yeah. I'm on Exire's hip going in with him.
Same.
Everybody else? Okay. All right, so you guys head into the front as you're a little bit behind. So as Galen comes in, he immediately sees like an open door, and as you kind of follow their tracks through the building, you find your way to where they've made it back to. You're basically seeing the destruction, the path of destruction through there, and by the time you catch up to them, they've made their way to the Duke's like chambers, and the two guards are kind of laying there unconscious, and they're inside the room.
And they came through the side door, right?
They did, yeah.
Okay. I want
Yeah.
to get up to the side wall of that door so that I can listen into the conversation.
All right. So as they're inside, he says, "Marion, do your thing. I've got him held here." And you just hear the sound of arcane magic kind of swirling in the room.
I
She
just
says,
walk right in the room when I get close.
"It's active." Okay. And Raz has the mayor down. Zemzu's still in tow with you guys. He's got a knife to his throat. Says, "Tell us, how do you consort with these devils?"
Things for me. A couple of shirts.
What?
A pair of shorts.
Tell me,
Switch brand.
how do you communicate with these devils?
This is what we discussed last night, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't speak to devils.
Liar! He picks him up and kind of runs him up against one of the walls, right next to like a closet or something.
Oh.
He's got to have some type of magical device or something. He drops him to the floor and says, "What's in here?" And Duke's like he doesn't want him to open that. And Raz like
Leave
pulls
alone.
open these doors, and what you guys see when he pulls open these doors is just an assortment of like S&M type of devices.
Damn it!
And Raz just kind of dropped his hands to his side and is looking at these things in utter confusion. There's some things that are flopping around. There's some things that are just like spikes sticking out, and
I can explain.
what the fuck is this?
As
I'm under a lot of stress.
as we come in, I just want to say, I told you it was Duke. Do you by chance have visitors here from the Scarlet Brothel?
Sometimes.
And then I'll look at him again, and in Infernal, I'll say, do you understand a word I'm saying?
That was very scary.
When I said it, did it look like, did I see any type of like recognition or anything register on his face?
Roll a insight check. As you're doing that, Raz looks out in the hallway and says, "The guards are coming."
The 12.
You couldn't really tell.
Okay.
Yeah. It's time for us to get out of here. Do you boys want to come with us?
Liz, when Eggsire spoke in Infernal again, I would have liked to have glanced at Zalzud.
Okay.
Did I notice anything on his face?
You can roll an insight check.
While he's doing that, before we go, I want to use
20.
20? No.
Yes.
I mean, he just kind of looked confused as all this is going on. Like it didn't have any reaction to the actual words.
Very
I want to.
good.
Can I use minor illusion one more time? Kind of like
Mhm.
point behind the Duke and say, "How do you explain that?" And then I'll just have a minor illusion of an imp like sitting up on top of his bookshelf.
He turns around and he starts to scurry back towards you, like on his back.
My
And
gods! What is that?
I'm gonna do a Siphonic.
And
Hey,
just kind of
Diz.
it'll be sitting there menacingly looking
Is
at him.
Galen in the room with the Duke?
Galen he said he was standing outside the door.
Yeah, I'm outside
Okay.
the side room by the
Yeah.
Okay.
wall in the
All
dark.
right. At this point, the Duke looks over at Exire. He goes,
You guys are supposed to be nice to me.
And I'll say,
We had a deal.
and I'll make it disappear, and I'll say, what's wrong? What happened?
When he makes it disappear, can I crack a thorny whip at the imp to make it like look like I hit it as it disappears?
You could try to time that if you want to roll a dexterity check.
Oh yeah, I'm super dexterous.
Super.
Just dexterity and proficiency. Are you proficient?
Dexterity.
Hold on. You're not
Dexterity.
proficient with dex, so it's just a D20 plus dex. That's all. Dexterity.
My dexterity is a 0, so that's a 18 still total.
Okay, that's not bad. You were able to make it almost the right moment, so it looks like you kind of hit it.
The Duke grovels over there and grabs Siltoris's leg.
It's like, thank you, Bull Deer Man.
Yeah. I
Boys,
don't-
it's time to either leave or stay. There's a bunch of guards coming. You coming with
We-
us or not?
You
We
guys
don't
are
know
supposed
who-
to be nice to me.
We don't know who you are.
You don't.
Galen's gonna step through the door at the time XR says that. Duke, remember the conversation earlier when we told you that you paid off a group of mercenaries?
Yes.
There they are.
What?
The ones throwing you up against the wall and putting a knife to your throat.
These are the ones you hired?
Told you, keep a better eye on your help.
Zazu's like, I didn't know. I didn't know.
In Zazu's defense, though, Duke, you wanted the job done, and he went to the first available person.
Yes, but our deal, your
Also,
people were supposed to be nice to me.
My
Also-
people haven't hurt you or touched you, have they? I told you those are the three of the mercenaries. We were not a part of that.
in Zazu's defense, he was an integral part of us, not only figuring out these mercenaries, but bringing them to your office.
Zazu!
He was also an integral part of us learning of your Scarlet Brothel visitors.
None of that. Zazu!
He's just kind of backing into a corner.
You're rehired.
Yeah. Thank you. Your Dukieness.
I'm gonna throw him
Shit. Have these dwarves arrested.
While the Duke is
By the
yelling
way-
at Zazu, I'm gonna pick up little whips and handcuffs from that fell out the closet.
Okay. Are you trying to steal them or?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
we
taking them with me.
handcuffing the dwarves with the fuzzy hand?
No, I'm trying to take
With
them with
fuzzy
me.
handcuffs. Some bondage tape.
Toril, looks like we shouldn't have trusted these.
Bunch of backstabbers.
Yeah. All they care about is loving on these gnomes. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Bunch of bastards. We'll see ye again. And this time I won't throw a punch.
There's
Raz
only
breaks
one
the-
way out of here, right?
And I'm standing in it.
There is a
Short of the
window.
guards coming through the other side.
I cat form and
Okay.
sprint to the window.
Okay. Well, I mean, one of them's near the window, so I mean, you're basically going into combat at this point if that's what you're gonna do. So, just
I
check
tried
it
to tell
before-
them to make sure they were right before they started trying to interrogate the Duke.
okay. I mean, you don't have to justify it to me. I'm just saying
Yeah.
you're going into combat if you do the action.
Yeah,
Are you- you're
I'm
still
not
doing
going to
the
attack
action.
them, but I want to try to get between them and the.
Okay. So
Window.
I'm gonna.
we'll probably-
Can I ready an Eldritch Blast in case either of them try to hit him?
You can, yeah. But we'll end it right there as you guys are going into combat with the dwarfs.
Meanwhile, at the Duke's Office of Doom.
I mean, balance. If the Duke was working with devils, Siltoris would not have liked that, but he tried to tell the dwarves to make sure that's what was happening before they started beating him around and interrogating him.
I tried to say that I was going to
Now,
confirm it.
here's the question you've got to ask yourselves: are these low-level dwarves?
Exactly.
Or
You
are
have
these
no idea.
high-level
Dukieness.
dwarves?
They very
I
well
would-
might be higher.
They very well might be high level
We'll
dwarves.
find out next time.
Hey, that's
Also-
okay. I picked up whips and handcuffs.
Also,
You do.
we're helping the Duke out right now, so hopefully all those guards charging in right now are going to help us too.
They're
Also,
also,
they-
friends
they
with that
have a
bronze
gold
dragon.
dragon.
That gold dragon, yeah.
It's true.
They're about a message away from having. Well, we'll get to the next time. So we're gonna end it right there, guys, and we'll see what happens with this.
Tune in 2
story.
Saturdays from now for the final episode.
Yeah. This went sideways a little bit, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys got a little bit of time to think about it. So, all right, so we'll see everybody. I think me and Clancy got Super Richer Game Show Monday at 10:30, and then we
10:30-ish.
got the Sunday D&D game coming up this following Sunday. So come back and check that out at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anybody else got anything they want to throw out there?
Wait, we're playing on Father's Day.
Oh, is it Father's Day? Well,
That's
I mean.
Father's Day.
That may be, I don't know, that may be up in the air. Well, we'll see if everybody can play.
Everybody stay tuned to Twitter
Yeah, stay tuned.
or join the Discord.
Join the
Discord.
Discord.
That's a good damn name. Whoever came up with that name in creative should get a raise.
It's factually proven that it is the second best Discord around.
What's the first best?
The Outsiders.
Oh yeah, the Outsiders is
Yeah.
great.
All right. Anything
Dojo
else you
fans
guys
up
want to
there,
throw
too.
in there? You guys streaming anything? Anything planned?
Wednesday
Yeah.
through Saturday, right here, 10:30.
Early morning.
TV/Malnox.
Early mornings, Monday through Friday now, 8:00. Figure other things out once internet settles down.
All right. So
I
We'll see
finished
you
Final
guys.
Fantasy 1 and streamed all
did?
the week this past week.
I did
Nice.
that
Except for
same thing with
yesterday.
4 Warriors.
You did do that. I think there's a quote in my chat for that actually, but I'm going to be starting Final Fantasy 2
Yeah.
here soon. So, and if I get to stream, I'll be doing that. So there you go.
Yeah.
Life permitting.
I'm
Yep.
gonna go
Alright.
watch a movie with a content creator locally, hopefully on Monday. We'll see. I'll keep you guys
Yeah.
updated.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Sly may be joining me.
Do it.
Put in a good word for me is all I ask.
All right. We'll see everybody next time. See what happens. to
Bye,
the party.
chat.
So, see ya.
Love your faces.
yeah.
Bye.